Glad the rash is cleared up, Paul, anyway. And keep using the cream as directed. And somebody rage quit. Who left?
Me.
Roland. Rolande.
Yeah, it was Roland, wasn't it?
Yeah, he's talking back in
Keynes, isn't he?
That time, that's so perfectly we went live, just as I said up that rash cleared. Just to play back in. Anyway, hello everyone. Welcome to Friday Night's Live at the Bench. We're back for another few hours with the international interlopers that are here. Every week there's a different one here. This week it's Dan Croak again. It is. But hello, we're here for a few hours to keep you entertained. So if you're in the chat, make sure you say hello. Make sure you give the stream a thumbs up as well. And yes, we are here. Roland is back tonight from glow trotting around the world. He's back to sunny South Africa. So it's good to see him back at the bench. It is.
Dan Croak again.
I hear it.
You chat, make sure you say hello.
We'll be rolling
Make sure you
again.
give the stream a thumbs up as
Dan
well.
Croak again.
And yes, we are here. Roland is back tonight from glow trotting around the world. He's back to.
Why do you say the same thing twice, Paul? I can't get it.
Yeah, weird. You could literally see that penny drop then, couldn't you? When I repeat You've already said that. Why are you saying it again? Yes. So, yes, we've got Luke here, Woody Boy's with us. I'm here as usual. Mr. Parker's here. Mr. Joe Camiller's here. PJ Lewis is here. Jamie's here. Sally's here. Dan Scattergood's here. Andy Callis is there. Eating away. What are you eating, Andy?
I knew it.
Oh, Hershey's Kisses.
Special dark chocolate.
Oh.
Nice.
And like I say, Roland's back as well. So good to see Roland back. No Dan again, he's not here. He'll be back next week, and the other Dan bugger's off then next week for holidays.
like a tag
We
team.
can't do more than one.
Yeah, we can't do more than one. 6 weeks, did somebody say?
6 weeks.
So we've got What You've Ruined with Luke, assuming Luke put a section up.
Dead. Nothing in there though.
No, okay. It seems to be the theme for this evening, this. We've got Alan will do a bit of a group build update. We've got a question from Paul that he's not doing because nobody posted in it, so we'll save that for next week. We got What You've Been Buying with Si as well. We've got What You've Been Working On with Dan. We've got What You Finished with Roland. And we have an interview tonight with Paul J. Lewis, who's getting interviewed. Great Scott!
And there's a question.
Have you got any
there in
questions? Get them ready for later on. And we'll put him through his paces, won't we, Jamie?
Oh, yes.
There's one question in the Dan Croak section as well, Paul.
Absolutely dreading me.
Ooh. Okay. Excellent. We've got one question for Dan's bit as well. So that's good. Everyone had a good week?
Busy one.
See Comsat.
Yeah.
Been doing a uni assignment, so it could be better.
So it's gone that quick. I'm not even sure. Was it a 4-day week this week? I can't even remember.
Oh.
Is it about? I don't know if it's a bank holiday week this week. I don't know. It's just
No, you're not that lucky.
flown by.
That was last week.
Every day's a bank holiday to me.
Yep. Yeah, so there we go. We're here for a few hours to keep you entertained. Nice interview with Paul. Jamie put him through his paces. Of his unrehearsed questions, even though Paul wants to know what they were.
Yeah.
Nice try. Doesn't work. So, yeah, make sure you say hello in the chat, and we'll get cracking with the show as and when. Anyone got anything we need to talk about? Any news?
Not really.
I'm sure Paul does.
Oh, yes, Paul, you got an announcement, haven't you?
I have. Yes.
Talking about penny and
yes,
dropping.
starting tomorrow, I'll be on the JC Bricks and Bills channel doing a duck buddy build with Kevin Stevens and James Chapman. So that'll be at 1:00. So I'll put a link in the chat a little bit later, so you can all come across and have a look-see.
Yeah.
Should be a good bit of fun because I've never done a truck before. So
No, that'll be good. Interesting to see.
yeah,
Very cool.
Very cool, yeah.
Man. Very cool.
Right then. Anyone want to read the chat? Who's going to volunteer for reading the chat for me?
I'll read.
Don't mind,
Still
can
trying
do.
to load up bloody YouTube.
Hey?
I'm still trying to load up YouTube. This Mac is slow.
Go on then, Si. You can do it if you want, mate.
Okie dokie. First one in this evening is me with an evening peeps. Then we have Mr. Park, who says, good evening, everyone. Jonathan Just is in there saying good evening all and
Johnny.
all in the chat.
Hello,
Hey,
Johnny.
Patrick McGeever says good evening, guys. Good evening.
Hey, Patrick.
Roland, Mr. Model Kit Beginner says welcome to the show.
Ah.
Thanks, Roland.
Daryl Master says evening crew and all in the chat.
Oh, Daryl.
Hey, Daryl.
Wayne Saunders says evening, guys.
Hey, Wayne. You're
Hey,
up,
Wayne.
buddy.
Wayne.
Jeff Light's in there saying good evening, guys, and everyone in the chat. Evening, Jeff and Maggie.
Hello, Jeff and Maggie.
Hey,
Hope you're
Jeff,
okay.
Maggie.
Maggie. Maggie.
Our very own Mr. PJ Lewis says morning, afternoon, evening, model kit wranglers everywhere, and a special hello to all the lurkers.
Ooh.
Cy SPV saying evening, guys. Hope you're keeping well. Not bad, mate.
That's all right.
That's right.
Hugh Jorgens in there saying evening all.
Hey, Hugh.
Hello.
Dave Housey Housecrafts in there saying hello, everyone. Housecroft,
Yeah.
sorry. Craft.
Hello.
Hey, buddy.
Midlife Chaos is in there saying good afternoon, everyone.
Hello, mate.
Hello.
Hello.
I forgot his name now. Midlife Crisis.
Midlife Chaos.
And him.
Hey, buddy.
Anthony.
Billy.
What one for Wardy Boy here? Craig Stadius.
Craig Stages.
Who has just popped in to give a thumbs up as he's at work and says have a great show, guys and girls.
Nice one, Craig.
Thanks,
Hope you're
buddy.
well, mate.
Thank you.
Here's Craig.
Richard P says hello to all on the best show in town. Hello, mate.
Oh, thanks, Rich.
Digsby James is in there saying hello all. Trust you are well. Hello,
Hey,
Digsby.
Digsby.
Good to see you, Dixby. Hope your move is finished now.
Fingers crossed, yeah. Wayne Holmes is there saying evening team and all in chat.
Oh,
Hey,
Wayne.
Hey, Wayne.
Dave Toops is there saying hello, guys. Hello, Dave.
Hey,
Hello,
Dave.
Dave.
Hey, Dave.
Mark Runciman's there saying evening, gents. Hope all is good and everyone have a good evening. We'll do our best.
Oh,
mate.
thanks, Mark.
Mark.
Cheers, Mark.
Tam McMillan's in there saying evening all.
Hey, Tam.
King Dan Scale Models is there with the yo-yo peeps.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Yeah, every week.
Saying evening fellow modelers.
For next week.
Hey, Paul.
Hey, Bob.
Kev
Oh, sorry, I wasn't listening then.
there saying, hey you guys, what is
Hey, you guys.
up my fellow youths? Well, that's
Hey, Kevin.
Hey, Kev.
Okay.
Not my fellow DJ.
19,
Bigger boys.
Rob 1970s in saying evening everyone. How's it hanging?
Hey,
Hey, Rob.
Hey, Rob.
Hey, Rob.
Hello, Rob.
Richard Farmer's there saying hello everyone. I hope you're all okay and had a good week. Not bad.
How's it, Rich?
Oh, good, Rich. Cheers, mate.
All right, I suppose.
Mike Pierre Hazelgrove's there saying evening everyone. Hope all are well.
Oh, Mike.
Mike.
Hey,
Hey,
Mike.
Mike.
Mark McBride says evening all. Hope you're all well as well.
Hello, Mark.
How's it,
Hey,
Mark?
David Rates in there saying evening slaves and the crew had a week away from the models but back on the horse from tonight. Hope to
Oh,
progress
good lad.
some on the budget group build. Nice one.
All right.
I'm building models on the back of an horse.
Wardy Boy, aka Scale Motor Hobbies, is in saying what up ya bunch of reprobates. I think that's supposed to say.
It literally does, but
It doesn't say, it says
No, it literally doesn't.
It's a Welsh version, that.
oh yeah, it does.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, that's Welsh say.
What are you
Oh,
doing
yeah,
for
yeah,
uni
yeah.
tonight?
Yeah, yucky duck. Graham King's in saying hi all, looking forward to another good live show. Evening,
Graham.
Oh,
Very
great.
good,
I got you. I
man.
got your message on Patreon, mate. I'll drop your message back later. Cheers, buddy. I'll drop your message back.
Graham King's saying, no, I did that one. Tracy's in there saying hello, Paul and crew, and everyone in the chat. Hey, Tracy.
Moron.
Aaron Timpson, 72's in there saying evening all.
Aaron, the engine is engine. So you know, Aaron.
Steve is saying, good evening all, just listening along while dealing with some ants in the kitchen. Oh, ouch.
Well,
Got arrested for that drug
Yeah.
deal.
Let the uncles take care of that.
Need the Pink Panther there, because
Yeah.
he's good with didn't, and never mind. Anyway,
Oh,
Moving on. Big Steve James says, thanks. We did sell the house, so we're in the buying mode now. Good
Oh,
man.
great.
Nice
Good
one,
man.
buddy.
Hope you find somewhere nice and quick, mate.
Retro plates.
Go for it. Paintings in saying hello.
And
Hey,
Uh,
Daniel,
Scale Motor Hobbies, who still can't spell, is saying retro plates. Nice one.
talk to me.
Tony Tips Slot Escape is saying evening, chaps. Hope you are well.
Oh, Tony.
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 Last but not least, Alan, are you ready on the keyboard? Glenn Snyder saying evening all. And then
Hey.
Luke snuck in with a Rizzo flakes and Paul saying hello as well. And we're read up to date.
No, you're not.
It's me. Yes, thank you, Paul.
Unbelievable.
As always.
It's easy to find. It's easy to find.
Yes. But there we go. Robert Johnson says, I love your show from Ontario. It's 2 p.m. here. Wow.
Oh, that's dedication, Rob. Thanks, buddy.
And it.
2 p.m. in the afternoon, Roland.
Yeah, in the afternoon, Roland.
Yeah. It's not middle of the night, mate. Still dedication, though.
Past
Robert.
midnight. PM stands for past midnight, doesn't it?
Yes, mate.
Yeah, I thought so.
Or past midday, maybe.
What the hell's going on?
No idea.
Wednesday.
Anyway, yes, group builds, Alan. Go on. Alan hates this because he just repeats the same crap every week.
No, so we really need to get the 50 Shades of Grey sorted now. So
We do.
again, last call out. If anybody has any kits any kits for the 50 Shades,
We've had a last call out for the last 2 months, so if we can get this done, last call out, let's get it
last
done.
call out. We'll be going through that next week. We've got the French one still ongoing until the 1st of June.
Sacre bleu.
Yes, we've got the budget one, which is on the go at the moment, which is a budget of £25.
£32, isn't it now?
I know.
Definitely
Inflation.
Inflation.
Including Amazon freebies, is that right?
Yeah.
Refunds.
Yes, 100%.
No, it's £25 is the budget for that one. We've got the film and TV will be starting on the 1st of July. I know there's a few people who are waiting for that one to come up. And then obviously we've still got the Le Mans build, which is ongoing until the 2nd of June.
Good stuff.
Very cool.
Good stuff. Right then, what should we do first? What should we ease ourselves in with? What we've been buying, Si?
We can do if you
Lovely
want
guy.
to. I am ready, willing, and able.
Have we?
Eh?
We've been spending.
You've got 3 kits this week.
I haven't.
You have.
You never posted.
I have.
Woo!
Right then, PPP.
Sam's got a new jet ski.
I wish. First up this week, we have Mr. Chris Stover, who says he got this kit this week. It's an ICM 148 HE111Z1.
Oh,
Nice one, mate.
cripes.
And he also got some paint and Edward masking set for the HE11 as well. So he's got some Tamiya colours there and some Edward masks and some MIG paint. Nice one.
That was a cool looking plane.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's
that's
have a
good,
look.
that.
Yeah,
You're going to need a bigger bench, Chris.
Yeah.
Big beastie.
isn't it? Never
Nice
seen
one,
that
Chris.
before.
Oh, these look good.
These are a new range of paints that are out. Baz
It makes them too.
Banks
Sam.
got some of these. Just added some more paints to his Graham Pro Scale paint stock. Cheers for looking. Lots of new colours again this week. And he's got some lovely colours there, including that sharp blue, which is lovely. Bayside blue, Securical black, Aston Martin, Cinnabar orange, Hyundai WRC orange, and that Isle of Man green is nice as well.
Just
And
one
some
colour
Tinner
missing.
and some primer.
Jeez.
Nice one, Baz.
Try that Ferrari Azzurro California blue, buddy. Don't regret it.
Next up, we have our very own Mr. Scattergun, who, in a man of many words, says, got this. The
Oh, I heard that.
Aoshima Pagani Harara in 1/24. Very nice.
I've got that done. I liked it.
Yeah,
Dan,
I
out of
like
interest, Dan, you've got tools in the background there. What are they?
What the brass ones?
Yeah.
They're calligraphy pens.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, the oblique nib holders.
Yeah.
However, what I use them for is I thin my mask all down or liquid latex mask, whichever. Put
Yeah.
a couple of drops in, and I can get riding where I need to.
Ah, okay.
Oh, that's good.
Better clogs.
Well, I will be honest. I didn't see it. I didn't invent it. I've seen it. It's but it works really, really well.
YouTube tutorial, Dan.
I think one's
Yeah.
a 0.3 and another one is a 0.5.
Very nice.
Unbelievable.
Very small.
Next up, we have a Robert Judson who says, "Hey guys, I've been spending too much at Spot Model." He brought all 3 sheets to make the 3 Senna XP cars, also carbon sets for Studio 27 and SK decals for a full carbon body. He started on the British Lap of the Gods car first. If that goes well, then he'll get another kit and more carbon sheets. Nice one, mate.
Nice.
You
Nice.
got your work cut out there, buddy.
That's a pretty
Enjoy
collection
that.
there.
It is.
It looks like a fun couple of days.
Yeah, yeah. You'll have
By
fun.
fun, you
mate,
mean
I'm sure.
sweary.
Yeah, yeah.
Next up, we have Mr. Sean White, who says, "Evening, Si. Received more Veteranus wins this past week. He's been getting a
Jeez.
lot of good stuff on there.
He's a
Oh,
veteran.
First, a
He's
bunch of
master.
1/24th kits, the Scooby-Doo Tamiya BRZ, the D model kits, Sierra Cosworth, a Tamiya Ford Escort RS Cosworth, the Bell kits, RS WRC 2017, and a Tamiya NSX. Nice one, mate.
Beautiful.
Also from Veteranus, a couple of 1/24th truck kits and a
Oh,
bunch of
look at that Dodge
1/25th car
Coronet.
kits. What have we
Wow.
got there? We've got a Foos Dodge Coronet, a does that say Sox and Martin Plymouth GTX, a Mercury wagon, a 68 Firebird, a Wrecker truck, and a DAF 95 canvas truck. Very
Love
nice.
I didn't
that
know that
Mercury
Coronet.
Woody.
Something now.
That
I didn't know
Mercury
that
Woody.
Coronet
Ooh.
existed.
I really like that 67 Plymouth.
Yeah,
What's
We'll
just
get you
happened?
one.
Coronet personally.
Go on, send Jamie one, quick.
What's just happened to me? What's happened?
I hear the banjo playing.
And finally, Sean says a few other purchases gift arrived too: an
Wow.
MPC 16th Dodge Charger, a 1/24th Meng Z4, and a Tamiya Porsche 911 Turbo, plus a can of Revel Chrome.
I wonder where the Chrome idea came from.
I almost.
I really want that BMW Z4, but that kit is so expensive.
I know.
Is
I
it?
almost bought it in Telford, but
I want it. I've got to get it. I love it.
I would like to see what that Dodge Charger looks like in 116.
Yeah.
What selling for them, Paul?
Sorry?
What the Meng one's selling for them?
It's about 50 odd quid, I think.
and the rest,
Yeah,
about 60 quid, I think.
Yeah, I think it is
I
about
thought that
that.
16 scale Dodge Charger looks interesting.
Yeah, it'd be
Yes.
cool.
yeah.
That chrome spray, Sean, clear it with aqua gloss and it seems to work well.
I have to get some of that.
That's what's on my Super B. And it seems to work well. It's 25 quid a can, mind.
No.
Jeez.
Oh, ouch. Nice haul there, though, Sean. Next
very
up, we
nice.
have Mr. Mark Runciman, who says Italeri trailer unit for the club build and to be used with the Volvo F16 unit. Once finished, the trailer will look nothing like the box picture. Cool. I'll be looking forward to seeing some pictures, Mark.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that is cool.
Nice one, mate. Next up, we have Craig Stadius.
Did
Luke,
that the gap for you then, Luke?
Craig Stadius.
this
Time is
week,
rubbish.
I've mostly been buying paint from ProScale, some more awesome colours and some flocking by the looks of it. Thanks, guys.
That
Yeah.
wheel gold looks bang on. Looks awesome.
That is gold, is brilliant, and that Thunder Purple's really nice as well. They're all nice.
Oh,
colours.
I found that colour. No, did Jamie found that one? It's a
Yeah.
lovely colour, that.
Cracking colour, that.
Absolutely beautiful.
Very nice.
Every one of those colours there is great.
Yeah.
Fantastic colours.
Yeah.
Nice one, Craig. Next
Even
up,
the
we
sausage
have
Ah,
Mr.
bloody rip off. Can't do a
Paul
buddy building piece.
J. Lewis, who says, "Evening, my lud and model kit wranglers everywhere. This week's sympathy purchase in aid of the Bretland Camilleri and Buddy Build is a 132nd Focke-Wulf FW 190D 9 from Hasegawa. Ah,
Very nice.
breathe. Should be a bit of fun. Yes, indeedy. Cheers, PJ."
Yeah,
Nice one.
boy.
That
Next up, we have Mr. Johnny Just, who says, "Got these two class kits. Zvezda Russian attack helicopter, and a trumpeter Mi-8MT Hip H in 148, both in
You
148.
ain't got time to be building helicopters.
That looks fiddly.
I like the attack helicopter.
That's a rock in that crib, Johnny.
Very cool.
That helicopter, that's a really nice kit. I still haven't finished it, but
Crack on, mate, crack on. Next up, we have a Richard Farmer who says, hi all, not much this week, just a few top-ups on supplies, Tamiya sanding sponges and some Tamiya TS15 spray paints. Cheers.
nice.
Just remember, Richard, they're polishing sponges, not sanding sponges, buddy.
Yeah.
Supplies.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I didn't know you'd never not hear that when I say.
I know.
Anyway, crack on.
Next up, we have our very own Mr. Roland Hewitt, who looks like he's been on a bit of a shopping spree in Europe. He got the 187th BR02 in Germany, as well as the 39 Chevy sedan. Delivery from Revel in 124th, the Sonoma SLS from Ertel in 125th, which he got at the last ISM auction. Nice one, mate.
Nice.
You're not going to pronounce that word.
No.
What?
On the
Snell Zucker locomotive.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
Express
pretty good.
locomotive.
Fast train.
It's
Express locomotive,
Express
actually.
locomotive.
No, it's not. Schnell.
Next up, Roland also got from the auction the model WOT8 in 135th, the 73 Dodge Challenger in 124th, and the 63 Chevy Nova in 125th.
Why is that girl in the background playing with that lampshade?
Yeah,
Roland,
that's what they did in '64.
Yeah.
Ah.
Very
Roland,
nice.
are you doing a review with our Nova kit by any chance?
Yeah, I do.
Of course he will.
All right, I'll keep an eye out. Looks cool.
Last but not least, he got 3 sets of 2K from the fine folks at Pro Scale Paints, as well as a special and much appreciated mix of his favourite car colour, Ferrari Azzurro California Blue. Did a little test spray of the paint, looks marvellous. Nice one, mate. Lovely colour, that.
Nice.
No, it is.
Horrible colour.
Nice one, Roland. I'll skip the next one then, because it's
Hey.
Next up is Wardy Boy, who got a nice book. Hopefully it's got lots of pictures because he can't read. So fingers crossed and enjoy, mate.
Why do we get a hairy leg as well?
That came with it.
And got it second hand, and it was signed. If you have one, they are all signed.
Are they
all
all
signed?
signed?
No,
I
mine's not.
haven't got one.
I pay 50 quid for mine.
Bloody hell, I paid £16.
Yeah, no, the RRP is still 50 quid for it though.
It's-
there you go.
If you are looking for one, have a look on like second-hand.
No, just
book
go and buy
websites.
mine off me for 40 quid. Sure, shoot.
Oh yeah, Paul's got one.
Yeah, I got one. Been molested lightly.
Next up, we have
One of the
Mr.
pages
Peter
must have
Milgate.
Oh my god, look what Peter's bought.
Next up, we have Mr. Peter Milgate, who treated himself to a change from his ordinary, a 1/32 scale wingnut wing sock with camel plane thingy, and a 1/9 Harley Davidson. Very nice indeed.
Well,
Like,
Needs to have a word with him.
Where's that Harley kit from? Who makes that Harley kit?
Can't see on that one. I don't know.
Protar, I don't know.
I like how
Okay.
he's using some Model Factory Hero parts to prop up the box.
Yeah. We need to have a
We're gonna
word
need
with him
to make
tomorrow.
Next up, we have Mr. Alan Park, who says, not much, just some more carbon from the Model Factory Hero Mazda and some masking sheets for making some templates. Nice one, mate.
I hope those masking sheets aren't coming my way.
There's no carbon in the whole of the UK.
We need some this year.
Couple of reasons.
It's always Alan.
The world.
And last but not least, our very own Mr. Paul Bertland, who got himself a Ferrari 250, a Ferrari GTO 124th kit. Is that Hazzy?
That's a 288 GTO.
It's Fujimi, 2880.
How many
Yeah,
parts are in that kit?
Oh, love that color
250.
scheme.
Yeah, I love that car. It's an epic car. Built it in 16 scale. Loved it. Luke did have one of these and cut the doors off and wrecked it. And this is an enthusiast kit, so full detail. I
Nice.
seen it with the Gulf ski and I was like, yeah, I've got to get it.
Yeah,
Gotta
good
get
for
it.
it.
Looks beautiful.
The box
Nice
is
to know.
absolutely hammered, but the kit's bomb.
Yeah, I can see that.
And that, folks, is it for this week.
Beautiful.
Over to you.
Oh.
Gadlam are doing the Mengs Ev4 for 45 quid. Wow, that's a good price, isn't it?
Oh, yeah,
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm broke at the minute, so I'll have to wait a bit, but it's one kit I do want to get. I'm on a self-imposed buying ban. I've not bought any kits really for ages. I can't remember the last kit I bought before that one. It's been a while. Oh, the Lamborghini's replaced the one I dropped. Yeah.
Mention it not.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on. We've got a few more people saying hello there, haven't we? Let's have a look.
Oh yeah, we do.
Timson, Aaron saying, "Has Jamie just woke up?"
We'll comment on that American car. I can't remember what sort it was.
No, it's before then. I
don't know.
Mind your necking, Aaron. Leave him alone.
Yeah, stop picking on me.
Just because he looks scruffy, leave him alone. A stressful interview to do, but he's got a stressful interview to do with a bit of a pensioner. Leave him alone.
Stop picking on the old beast.
James says he's just finished a P51, missed the cutoff. What was that for? What was the cutoff for on the P51?
50 Shades, maybe?
Maybe just posting his pictures.
Yes.
We got
post it next week. Don't worry
Next
about
week.
it.
Yeah.
Next week.
Mark says he wants to build the Esco Cozzy. He built it on his 14. I'll be able to do a better job now. If you can find one, mate, they're getting hard to find. Brandon's there. Hello, Brandon. You okay, buddy?
Hey, Brandon.
Johnny's laughing. Auntie Pakela's there. Good evening, everyone. Hello, mate.
How's it, Auntie?
Dan Pedersen's there saying hello, everyone. Sorry, I'm late. What did I miss? Oh, everything.
So much.
There was a streaker, the lot. You've missed everything.
It was over.
Yeah. Paul was flashing stuff. Pretty amazing, to be honest. Very supple for a guy of his.
Believe it, can you?
Can't believe you could bend it in both directions.
David Toops is saying Esky made the Harley kit. Esky made that kit rolling.
Thanks, Dave.
Okay. All right.
That looks
Thanks.
like pain in a box. It looks like pain in a box, that.
Potentially, definitely. 100%.
And Blaze is there as well, saying hello, everyone. Hello. Make sure you give us a thumbs up. There's 71 watching, 37 thumbs up, so we can do a bit more than this, can't we? Come on.
Come on.
We can do more than this. And again, as we said last week, if we get 100 thumbs ups, we'll do a giveaway next week. But I don't think we might struggle to get 100 viewers tonight, to be honest, but we'll see how we go. Yes, if we get 100 thumbs up, we'll do a giveaway next week. Right then.
Right. Where's the cricket? Oh, Dan is not here. All right.
Don't need him. I've got him.
Here we go.
That's it, demonetised.
That's it. We're done.
Right, should we do the interview, Jamie?
It's up to you.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Anyway, good night, everybody.
Just to make it even more awkward.
Oh, come on. No.
Hang on, what's going on there? Hang on.
Yeah, I don't know.
That should
Working for me.
I mean,
well, they're both on screen.
Don't want to
Yeah,
say
they're
that.
both working.
They were both
It's
for
full now.
Really? They're not for
Yeah.
me.
They were for me, no.
Okay. I'll have to, as long as it works on the
Not that one.
YouTube.
Not that.
That's it. It's working.
Stop.
Done.
The screen will
Right.
break.
Right then. So Jamie has been gagging to interview Paul now. It's all he spoke about for weeks.
That was an interview.
Weeks and weeks and weeks. So James going to give Paul a good run through now.
Mm.
We might, hopefully, in the future, have a very exciting. Well, it is for me anyway, and everybody else probably.
Right.
It's in progress being sorted out. It will be filmed off air with just me and Jamie, but we're looking to get it sorted out with Jamie. And
Yes.
I think it'll be an interesting one. If it works out.
It will work.
We'll see how it works. It will or it won't, mate. It's either that's going to be me and you.
Wrong?
Yeah, well, a lot. But anyway, yeah, we've got quite an interesting one hopefully coming up soon as well. So stick with us. And yeah. So if you've got any questions for Paul, make them as awkward and embarrassing as you can, and we'll ask them at the end. Same for India. Anyone's got any awkward questions, by the way, Paul. Anything about time machines, great Scots, and gigawatts are greatly appreciated. All right. So I can hand you over to Jamie. and he's going to give Paul a good pasting.
Beware.
There we go. Over to you.
Right. I've got two sets of questions here, Paul.
Uh-oh.
Right.
Uh-oh.
I've got one with my bank details on it. Or a good set. Which do you want?
Oh, send me the bill, I'll pay.
Right. Right. I've only got I'll say a dozen questions. Not
Only
too
a dozen.
bad.
All
Not
right.
too
I've got a
bad.
dozen too.
You'll be all right. You'll be okay. Right. How and when did you get into modelling?
1870.
Oh my God. Actually, not far out, Paul. I got my first kit when I was 6 years old.
Oh, wow.
1904.
Just before the Germans invaded.
I'm not that old. Okay. Yeah, I got it when I was 6 years old. It was an Airfix Spitfire. I didn't know the scale at the time, but it was probably a 72 scale, something like that.
Yeah.
Okay. And there was nothing like airbrushes, anything daft like that. And obviously, a child to 6 would have been using that anyway. So it was basically stick it together with sticky fingers and tube glue and stuff like that, and painting it with a brush, which was probably about the size of a house brush. But I was pleased with it. It was done. And then my Uncle John came round a couple of days after he finished it. Now, bear in mind, this is a day or two before bonfire night, Guy Fawkes night. Okay, so fireworks were prevalent. He brought a box round. Okay, you're ahead of me, Paul.
Yeah.
So Uncle John said, "Hey, wouldn't it be a good idea if we could see if this Spitfire could fly?" Okay. So he picked allegedly a small rocket. Okay. That wouldn't go bang. It would just go, and that was it. Okay. So I thought, okay, well, whatever. So he strapped it to it, taped it to it, set it off, and it went bang.
And that is.
Big style. The next day, I mean, he did it in such a fashion that it was supposed to go straight up, and anything, it would come straight back down again. That was the original plan. Well, because it blew up, all we found the next day was a piece of one of the wings. And that was
Oh my!
So that was my introduction to modelling. But I stuck with it. I did a few more kits after that, and I've continued more or less on and off for the last 60 years. So I mean, it's been like 5 years off here and 6 years off there and stuff like that for life getting in the way. But yeah, so that was the very first one. I always remember that.
And it's like it was that got you hooked. Did you know from that point that it was going to be sort of a lifelong hobby? Did you sort of really fall for it, or?
Well, 6 years old, you're not really sure about anything. But I
was it like an instant love for it? Do you think?
Well, I've always been able to draw and paint, even like at that young age, and so that this was just an extension on a 3D thing, and I really enjoyed doing it. Okay, it took me a few weeks to forgive me, Uncle John, but a whole other issue. But yeah, I really enjoyed the process. So but I think I can't remember. I also can't remember what I bought after that, or what I was given after that. More likely. But yeah.
Fair enough. Right, and as a new member, of the ISM crew, how would you like to see the show progress?
Oh, for crying out loud!
Now that's a question.
That is a question.
That's a good question.
Wow, this is what I say.
No
if you'd have told me this, I could have had to think about.
You can think now. You got 10 seconds.
Nine,
Oh, I don't
eight,
want to see it progress.
I mean, Paul,
No
you can always just pop into the future.
Yeah, just go back to the future.
That's hilarious. Okay.
What do you think are its good points, and what do you think?
You know what? I really love this show. Okay, I don't want anything to change on this show. Okay, yes, we can tweak it here and then have new items here, and that's fine. That's called a progression. But this show is wonderful. And anyone I talk to on other streams, they're talking about the ISM. They always talk about the Friday show. They talk about the people that are on the show. Okay, and how we all seem to get on. Obviously, that's a lie.
Yes, as long as we can keep up
But
the facade.
the personalities involved, the people out there, the public, really enjoy the people that are involved in this stream. Okay.
Cool.
So I wouldn't want to change anything there. As for other aspects of like the daily shows and stuff like that, I'm not in every day where you are. Okay. I can understand from a viewer's point of view how why maybe the viewing numbers aren't what we'd like. Well, people work obviously for sake. Well, and we want to do modelling as well for those of us that don't work. Okay, so we can't always concentrate on what's what people in the chat are going on about, and conversations. There isn't a big conversation thing. I'd like us to try and involve ourselves more with the people in the chat. Okay, to engage in a conversation. Okay, rather than it being basically dead air for quite a lot of the time. Which is no one's fault. I'm not pointing fingers. Okay, I mean I think we're probably all guilty of that. We're heads down. We're doing what we're doing. Okay. From my personal point of view, I don't have really the setup. Okay, where I'd like to rearrange my camera, this camera here. Okay, so that people can see what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Okay. And that might raise a few questions in the chat and stuff like that. But but other than that, I don't see anything that really needs to be changed. I mean, Paul's always not questioning himself. That's wrong. He's always reappraising the situation. He's always reappraising the streams on how to improve it, or to change things up to make it a little bit different. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. That's good. That's what you should be doing. But other than that, that's
perfect. Right, and I mean, one of the main reasons that I really wanted to interview you was because you build like a wide range. Well, I don't think there's a genre really. You don't build, is there really?
Well, ships and figures and things like that. Yeah.
But I mean, out of everything that you build, what's your favourite subject? Would you say?
No, I don't have one. I can't honestly say. I mean, I might favour cars over other things, but yeah, you're right. I do aircraft. I do helicopters. Love me helicopters, and things like that. I like me sci-fi. Currently doing the Destiny, as you see.
Yeah.
So I like to change it up. Okay. I don't like to get pigeonholed one thing, because my low boredom threshold would kick in. If I do one thing all the time, bang, 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 I just go, can't be bothered. So I like to do different things. I can't. I don't like to settle on one genre all the time. I mean, there are genres I don't touch because I've got absolutely no interest. Ships being one of them. I mean, we had this discussion a few weeks back, didn't we? And that ships took quite a hit. But this figure painting, I mean, don't be wrong. There's people out there that we all know that do ships and they do figures and they do figure painting, and they're absolutely beautiful.
I know,
okay?
Brilliant.
There's a lot of talent out there. Okay, but me, they're not my cup of tea. It's
fair play. Right. So where do you get your ideas and your inspirations from for your builds?
Everywhere. A lot of, I've got to be honest, I'm not blowing smoke up your behinds, but you lot inspire me. People in this panel and other people that are not here tonight.
You lot depress me.
Hey?
Hey? No, I'm joking.
No, you're not.
Because you guys are just fantastic builders. You really are. I mean, we knock each other and we take the proverbial and what have you. You are fantastic builders, and there are other fantastic builders out there that that we all we look at their streams, we look at their pictures, You get inspiration everywhere. Okay, I mean, if you can't derive some inspiration from at least one person here, never mind anywhere else, then you're doing something wrong. Yeah, I just get inspiration from everywhere. I really do.
And I mean, this one wasn't sort of wrote down really, but like I sort of did it on Joe's interview as well. And I mean, like, as we're talking now about this sort of stuff, we always sort of advertise the Off Air Hangouts and stuff. For other people to join, so we can actually meet the people that we're talking to every day and stuff.
Yes.
What would be your take on that? For trying to, for what would be your take on, like, how would you encourage other people to sort of join the sort of off-air hangouts and stuff and get involved? What would be what benefits do you sort of get from it that you could pass on to others to
I mean, in the first instance, you can't force anyone to do anything they don't want to do.
No, obviously no, I don't mean force, but like,
also there is the other factor which I was prone to right very early on, and that is that
sorry,
being on camera, albeit
Yes.
within a closed environment of the hangout, not live as we are now.
Yeah.
Okay. It's still a daunting thing.
it very much.
There's a lot of people who don't like to see themselves on camera. Okay. Which they don't have to. You can switch the camera off. Okay. You just have the microphone, which is fine. Okay. But if you're going to do that, it's all important to get involved with talking to us. Tell us what you're into and what have you. So yeah, I would openly encourage anyone and everyone just to come along, come and see. We're a friendly bunch, probably the friendliest that has ever been seen on this stream, if I'm right in saying that. Okay, not getting too political there, but
No.
It's like and as particularly if you're new to the hobby or are coming back into the hobby, you want advice and help and stuff like that. Yes, there's a load of jokers here. But the bottom line is we're all modelers and we all help each other.
Yeah.
There's experienced modelers here with several hundred years worth of experience collectively. Okay. And we still help each other when we've got problems.
Yeah.
Okay. And if you are say a novice builder or even you've just come back into the hobby, come and talk to us. Come into the hangout. Tell us about your experience of what you're modeling, what you're into. It's a fun, safe environment to be. Okay, there's no abuse. Okay, there's no critique.
Definitely.
Okay, we don't.
Which hangout are we talking about here?
Well, we don't.
There's banter between us lot, but not with anyone who.
Yeah, what I'm saying is
we are friendly. We muck around with each other, don't we? Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, it's good fun. Okay.
Yeah.
As I say, if you are maybe a little bit apprehensive because you don't know, because all right, you might be not at an experienced level or what have you. Okay, it doesn't matter. Okay?
Definitely not.
You're not going to get criticised for
Encouraged.
something you've done on your model or what have you. We will advise you of how to improve your modelling. Sure. Okay, because what the hell would we be here otherwise? Okay, but you're not going to get criticised. Okay, we're a friendly bunch.
Nice one, mate.
Well,
That's a fun place to be, guys. Really is.
You've answered that one, mate. Right. Do you see yourself falling down the rabbit hole of 3D printing?
No, I'm on record about this. I've downloaded Blender, which is the 3D software. Okay, that I'm into. That designing stuff. Yeah, fine. Don't have a problem. That I am a designer, so fine, not a problem. Okay, I have no intention whatsoever of getting a 3D printing unit. Okay, A, I don't have the space. B, I don't have the inclination. I just can't be bothered. Okay, I would rather throw some, if I need some parts doing for say this, I'd rather throw it at say Alan and said, when you've got a minute, can you print these out for us? For nominal fee, whatever. I'd rather do that. I have no interest whatsoever in printing 3D stuff at all. So.
I mean, obviously, I sort of pretty much know the answer because I mean we speak a lot anyway. But obviously, the people listening, perhaps don't know.
The 3D app, the 3D software. Yeah, I'm into that in a big way.
Yeah, I know.
Been playing with that recently. So.
Okay. And what is the most out of your comfort zone build that you've ever attempted?
Oh, Gordon Bennett. It would probably have to be my very first MFH kit.
Okay.
It's still a model car.
Yeah.
It's just a major step up.
What was your first one, Paul?
Yeah, well, I was just going
It
to
was
say.
the 512 Ferrari.
Yeah.
The Le Mans car. Yeah, that was the very first one. It was a major out of my comfort zone because there's techniques and modeling techniques and dealing with different materials I'd never dealt with before. White metal.
Yeah.
Okay. I dealt with resin before, but not to that sort of degree. So there's a whole new learning curve on build processes, and it's also the actual build process itself. You have to do it in different ways, and it's a whole different mindset. So that was a major out of my comfort zone. But,
Okay. And have you got any other major build projects in sight for the future?
Well, apart from the ones you already know, in regards to buddy builds and stuff like that. When you say major, what do you mean by that?
Oh, I mean, I know, like the one that you're building at the minute. You've, like you said to me the other day, you've had that kit for a couple of years, and
yes, I mean,
not done anything with it because you've had other things on.
Yeah,
and I mean that is a fairly major project.
It is.
I mean, have you got anything else sort of?
I do have
either physically or sort of in your mind that you might like to do at some point, which is
I mean, just I've contacted Model Factory Hero because I want to do a couple of bikes.
Yeah.
But they're out of stock. They're not making them anymore at the moment.
Right.
But that things might change. So there's doing the MFH kit bike. That's what I'd like to do. I've also got in my head another spaceship. Okay. It's another resin 3D build. Okay. But that's a very long-term project. I'm probably not going to get to that until probably middle of next year, because that is going to be a major thing. So,
is that roughly the same sort of size as the one?
No, it'll be bigger than that.
Bigger.
Yeah, it'll be bigger than that. Yeah.
Right.
Which then leads on to the other problem of where I'm going to store it, but that's a whole other issue.
I'm going to say that sort of leads us on really to the next question. And that's like, obviously, we all struggle for space, no matter how big your cave is.
Well, some of us more than others.
You feel it, don't you?
With respect, mate.
So have you got any sort of future plans or anything to sort of rearrange your cave or your workspace? Or
to be honest with you, I do it regularly. Like in the living room, where most of the models are displayed, I regularly put some of the older ones into storage.
Yeah,
to create space for the newer builds. The room that I'm in here, there's not a lot of room that I can change, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm very much in the situation where I desperately need somewhere else to live.
Yeah.
But that's down to.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Down to money and winning the lottery. Which might happen tonight. And things like that. But yeah, it's a question of. Without going into fantasy about lottery wins, I'm stuck with the space I've got.
Yeah.
So basically, as and when I get new builds done and completed, I rotate the displays in there. Okay. I take the older models out, I put them in storage.
Yeah.
Safe storage and whatever, and then So I'm basically left with the space that I've got. I can't do anything with it. Yeah, so
Yeah, that's fair play.
unless someone wants to buy me a house. So,
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
not very likely.
Right. Bit of a quirky. What's your favourite modelling tool that you could not live without?
Oh goodness, there's so many. Oh, I can tell you one. Apart from the airbrush, which is I love my airbrushes. You see this scalpel?
Yep.
Not the blade so much, the handle.
St. Trigger's brush, is it?
I've had that handle since 1973.
Bloody hell.
Older than me.
No, that was the year he retired.
No. This is the very first scalpel handle that I bought at art college.
Wow, that's cool.
Okay, so and I'm still using it today. It's a bit battered and bruised, but it's it's had a good life and it's still going. So that
That's awesome, buddy.
that's more of an emotional attachment to that. Other tools, I couldn't do without my scraper.
Oh, you need that, baby.
I don't need that for me panel lines, not panels, for just scraping. And my trusty airbrushes. Everything else is much of a muchness. So those are my three favourites. That's me Iwata.
Yeah, you fell in love with them, haven't you?
Oh, I love them. Absolutely beautiful airbrushes.
Look at that fancy airbrush stand too.
Yes, I can't think where
you'd have to be a professional, wouldn't you? To have
where you get these from.
You know you made it when you got a personalised one.
Yeah, well, I have got a personalised one.
No, I haven't. I haven't.
I was thinking the one too, weirdly.
Thank you, Mr. Parker.
I'll tell you one thing, Paul, which you can't do without because you have it on your head all the time.
His hair.
The visor.
His hair.
The visor.
Oh.
The what?
The Optivisor.
Oh, yeah, true. Yeah. Well, yes. Yes, but
have that, yeah. Right. And what is your favourite model that you've ever built?
And the correct answer is the next one.
You can't. I'm not starting for that though. You've got to get me.
I got a question for him then, Jamie. Instead, what's the favourite model you've completed? There you go. Same question.
Okay. All right. No, let me answer it honestly. There are quite a number of bills. I think we've all done the same thing, where you're kind of happy with it, but you know where the problems are, the errors.
Every kit that for me.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, me too.
But it would have to be the least number of problems on the kit that I've had. Okay. It's hard to explain. Do you know what? It'd probably have to be that first MFH kit, the 512.
Yeah.
I absolutely loved building that once it got over the learning processes.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, other MFH kits, we all enjoy doing them. They all have their problems. We said about the McLaren better, whole other issue. But yeah, I mean, that one. But having said that, I'm really into doing this Destiny. Okay. The actual kit, such as it was, it comes in like 7 or 8 sections, and it had major problems. Okay. And as you can probably see, a good 75% of it is scratch built.
I was going to say,
there's still a lot to do to it. Okay, it's got lighting in it, what have you. I'm absolutely really enjoying doing this.
Yeah.
There hasn't been a point where I've just gone, I've had enough of this. I want to move on. I want to do something else. Every day I come to the bench and I do a little bit here and a little bit of that and a little bit. And
do you think that is because you're not sort of sort of looking through the instructions. Do you know what I mean? Because I
There
mean,
was no
that's
instructions.
what I mean. You're working from up here.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
And do you think that sort of freed you up a bit? Because I mean,
yes,
everybody can sort of grab their instruction book and know each section what you've got to do.
Sure.
With that, it's all up here, and you can sort of express yourself a bit with it. And
yeah, I mean, yeah, you're right. I mean, but you are working to a plan because it's not a real ship, obviously, but it exists in a CGI TV show. Okay, so there is precedence. So there are images of it. Not very good images, admittedly, and certainly not many images over the underneath. Okay, so you're largely having to make it up, sort of like based on a theme. Okay, so yeah, you do have that freedom, creativity to add things into it.
But there's like another thing, and I must admit that, like, especially with you and that build, I mean, I know how much you're enjoying it because, like, we was talking the other day, and it was how you spoke about the model itself, and it was like, describing what it was, because I had no idea.
Sure.
And you'd sort of described it as it was, and what it is and how old the ship would have been and what it had been through, and I could tell it was just like you were sort of really enthusiastic about the build itself. You sort of wanted to tell a story.
Yeah, well, it's like any build. You know yourself. You've got the kit. You start building the kit. The putting together process, the prime process, the paint process, and stuff like that. Okay, it's the same with this. Just it's taking longer, but I know the history of this.
Yeah.
Okay, or the backstory, not the history. The backstory of the TV show, that it's supposed to be, several thousand years old, that it's been traveling space all that time. So it's going to be, there's elements of the build that I've had to go through. I've had to basically strip it down, a lot of the elements off it, and then to build it back up again. Okay, and then you've got obviously adding the bells and whistles, if you will, and then you've got the priming, and then you've got the painting, but you've also got I've got to come to a point where I've actually got to physically damage it.
Yeah.
Okay, because it's been in space a long time. Okay, it's taken meteor damage. It's been attacked by aliens and stuff like that. So once I've got the model into a pristine state, for want of a better word, I've actually got to physically damage it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've got these exciting things to come, and that's kind of like what's it.
Well, this is what I'm talking about. This enthusiasm.
Yeah, exactly.
Like from sort of one builder to another.
I mean, how often do you get enthusiastic about wanting to damage your model?
I know. Well, I mean, that's brilliant, though, isn't it? It is great, and that it's like I just love your enthusiasm of, like, what I mean. It's sort of when you're having a bit of a, I don't know. It just lifts you up, doesn't it? You know what I mean? That's what I love about it.
Well, since I decided to get on with this, as you quite rightly say, it basically sat on me. Actually, it was sat on the floor for about 2 years.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know what to do with it.
Yeah.
Once I decided to start it, you go through the planning process. You start what you're going to do with it, and But since I made that decision to where we are today, I'm still enthusiastic about it, and I can't say that often enough about other models, because you know yourself. MFH kits or even plastic kits. Okay, there comes a point where you go, I wish I could just get this finished, or I'm done with it for now. I'll put it aside for the fortnight or something, But with this, no.
Fantastic, brilliant. Right, nearly there, mate. What is your favourite brand of model kit and why?
AMT?
Hardly. I mean, I've got to go back to my history, okay? Because when I was 12 years old-ish, I was introduced to my very first Tamiya 112 kit.
Yeah.
F1 car, and it was just after my birthday, and I was in the I can't remember which toy shop it was now. Anyway, irrelevant. I mean, and I saw this big kit on the top shelf. I thought, what's that?
Yeah.
And the guy brought it down, and I look inside and go, Mum, I want this. Okay. So, and from then, from that day to where we are today, I've always been a Tamiya fan.
Yeah.
Always been a Tamiya fan. Yeah. I mean, MFH, yeah.
Yeah, I know they've got the place, but Tamiya,
but Tamiya's got the
it's
history.
only that Tamiya box, isn't it?
Oh,
Because
yeah.
everything's laid out perfect.
Oh, yeah,
everything, yeah.
Yeah.
No, okay,
So it's Tamiya. Yeah.
Fair play. Right, nearly the last one, mate. Right, photography. We know it's one of your major passions.
Yeah.
You love it. How do you think that helps you with your modeling in a way? You know, like, because obviously a big part of it of you taking, because once you've obviously finished your models, you take some awesome pictures and layouts and stuff. Is it something that you'd encourage others to try and get into a little bit more?
Yeah, I would encourage people to take photographs of particularly the build process, the work in progress, which admittedly I'm not particularly good at myself because I just can't be bothered. But because particularly if you're doing like a detailed cockpit on an aircraft, for example, right? A lot of people put a lot of detail in there with the 3D dials and a photo etch and all the rest of it. And some of the interiors are highly detailed, beautiful, and then you close them up and you can see about this much. Okay, and it's lost forever. Okay. Now you know it's as the modeler, you know that detail's there, but nobody else does. So take photographs of it. Okay. So when people say, "Oh, I can't really see," you can show them the photographs. Okay. So that's invaluable in that respect. But just as a general record of your models that you've built, okay? Because like I've got models that I've retired down there, but I've got photographs of them. So I don't have to dig them out, okay? So yeah, I just think it's just invaluable as an integral part of the hobby in itself. I mean, we had this discussion a few weeks ago. It was one of my questions. I think it's an important aspect. It's as important as the kit build itself. And say that I'm keeping a historic record of how you built that kit, not just for yourself, but it can be uploaded onto Facebook pages at ISM or whatever, okay? And it's a permanent record. So people can go back in and see how you did that build.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah.
Fair enough.
Extremely important, I think.
Right, the final question, Paul, and it's the most important question.
No pressure.
Who is your favourite member of the crew?
You.
Oh. Hang on,
Interview terminated at 20:03.
Let me get this eject button ready. Let me get the eject button ready.
Thank you very much, Paul. Pleasure as always, mate.
Very good. I think there's a few questions.
Very good.
There. Do you want to read them, Jamie?
I can't get to them, mate, because I've got this thing on here. That's all.
Oh, bloody yeah! I'm supposed to be multitasking.
I wish I could. I could probably.
So
get
Kev
it
says when Paul started modelling, you can only model in get kits in black and white.
Out.
Yeah.
Paul Christus says, question: how do you think the plastic model kit will progress with the way technology is influencing it with scanning and 3D printing?
The major kit manufacturers have sunk a lot of money into producing kits, okay? And that's not just, that's in plant and machinery, staffing, logistics, getting kits distributed around the world, etc., etc. They are not going to drop that overnight, okay? Yes, the 3D printing world is going to advance. It is going to get better. It's going to get cheaper. It's going to get easier to use. how you regulate when people start doing full kits, that's when things might start to change. Okay. At the moment, you're getting individual components, or, you know, like I mentioned before, like parts for a cockpit, or, you know, wheels for cars, etc., etc. Okay, you're getting individual components. When you're getting whole kits to download, okay, that's when the market might change. But I don't see that affecting the plastic kit market immediately. It might in 20 years' time. Okay. The other factor you've got to take into consideration where that question is concerned is there's a big anti-plastic campaign going down at the moment. Okay. Plastic kits can get around that by saying that they become miniatures or ornamentation. Okay, so they can get around that aspect of it. So they become things that are kept. They're not things that are thrown away necessarily, apart from the sprues.
Yeah, single-use plastics, though, are they, Paul?
Say again, what?
The styrene isn't a single-use plastic, is it? I'm not certain on this. Is it?
No. What I'm saying is that the law will change. Law is going to change to where it's going to be outlawing all plastics. It's a natural progression. Go and have a word with the guys in California.
Yeah,
because they're starting it right now. Okay. So yeah, that legislation is going to come in. But I think you're looking at least 20 years down the line. I really do. By then, the 3D market would have, industry would have improved, technology would have improved, people's ability to use the technology would have improved, knowledge, education. So how the big manufacturers will react to that, I don't know. I really don't know. That's hard to say at this time.
I don't think it's going to call an end to any type of physical kit, though. I think that'll remain.
No, I think the kits will still remain. It's just a question of how they're produced.
Yeah, of course. They could obviously end up 3D printing them themselves in-house when technology has got better.
Yeah.
Layer lines and stuff.
Yeah, the question comes along with copyright. Okay, let's say you're doing a Spitfire, 32 scale. Okay, you can get if someone downloads all the parts that kit. Okay, at the moment you can produce as many as you like. Okay, that's going to have to stop. That's going to have to stop. There's got to be some technological way of stopping that. In other words, it's a one shot only. But that leads to other problems.
That technology does exist now. It's just not implemented.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
How do you mean, Al?
Well, they can write code in there, so it's a one-time use code.
Yeah.
Problem with that is, though, they can't account for misprints or anything. Then.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They probably give you a triple.
You'll probably find they'd probably do it so you get two or three tries.
2 or 3 shots. Yeah, that's
and then the file would be locked.
Yeah.
Excellent. So Keith says hello. Robert Justin says he'd like to see us add a model in news and new releases. We do have it, Rob. We just haven't done it for a while, mate. Just been a bit busy with other things, but we do have new releases. Andrew saying PJ seems to be enjoying his Klingon battle axe. He does. He really does.
Loves it.
Again, out.
Yeah. Daryl Master says PJ questions in this section are quite in-depth and thought-provoking. Are they due to your own thoughts over aspects of the hobby? Are they more so to get the viewer thinking about it more?
All of the above.
There you go. Simply.
One of my favourite sections, I've got to be honest.
Yeah. Aftab's there saying hello. Philip says PJ is my hero because he's older than me.
I'm older than
Not
most
many
people.
people older than you.
No. Mark saying, why doesn't PJ like May the 4th?
Because it's not official Star Wars Day.
And Daryl says he prefers the 6th.
26th. Well, that's true. Yeah, I do actually. Yeah.
Paul Price is there. Hello, mate. Kev says he's the opposite. He can't be arsed learning how to do digital modelling or 3D design, but he can manage the physical printing okay. Yeah. Paul Price is there as well. Hello, Paul.
Hi, Paul.
Andrew's in there saying, evening, Paul, live. Can everyone in chat? Hope everyone is well tonight. Hello, Andrew.
Hello,
And
buddy.
thank you, you madman. You lunatic. Andrew says the instructions are painted on cave walls when Paul was a child. Oh, Jesus. Hang
Thank
on.
you.
Aren't you about the same age as Paul, Andrew?
Probably.
Andy, is he still here?
Yeah.
He's eating more Hershey's, isn't he, I bet he? Yeah, he is, isn't he? Yeah.
Yeah.
Richard Thomas is there. Evening, guys. Wonder how much plastic gets thrown out in terms of sprues each year? Probably quite a lot, but we recycle it.
Recycle
Yeah,
it.
it's recycled. Yeah.
I've got a question.
Well, then,
Okay.
Oh,
So, Paul,
Uh-oh.
If it's a hard question, I'm not answering it.
no, this is. Do you have a part of modeling that you get anxious about? And if you do, how do you deal with it? And part two,
Mhm.
do you have a skill set in modeling that you would like to improve on?
The last part first. I don't class myself as an expert in anything. Okay, and I'm always trying to improve. Don't always succeed, but I always try to improve, and that's why people like yourselves come in really handy to learn from. Okay, even at my age, I'm still learning.
Oh, dear.
So, as for the first part, what was the question?
Do you
Down
have
the
a
seatbelt.
do you have a step in the modeling process or anything about modeling that makes you anxious, and
Anxious.
how do you get through that?
Anxious. I wouldn't say I have an anxiety about any aspect of the modelling, the hobby in general. There are certain aspects of the hobby that I detest doing, which is not the same thing. I understand your question. Like I hate masking, I hate building seatbelts. That this is common knowledge. But as for an anxiety, no, I don't have any anxiety at all. You know, I'm pretty. If there's a problem, okay, I'll think about it for a while and set about trying to solve that problem. So there's no anxiety there. Problem solving is something I used to do when I was working. I was doing it all the time. So it's kind of second nature. You just go through the process. You come up with a solution. If you can't come up with a solution, you ask this load of reprobates and see if they've got an answer. So
Retro plates.
yeah, I'm one of those as well. So yeah, I hope that answered your question.
It did.
Anybody else?
Anybody else?
go on, Joe. You must have a question.
No, I don't have a
Nope.
question.
Oh, go on then.
No, I don't.
Oh, I thought you said you did have a question. Sorry.
No, I don't have a question.
And I don't either. I'm going to leave Paul alone, I think. He's answered enough.
Oh.
He's been interrogated enough.
What-
James
what
had the
were you-
light in his
what
eyes.
were you going to ask?
No, I would have asked something really random. No, I'll leave you be. I'll leave
A
you
good
be.
question, Paul.
There you go. Go on then.
Oh, there you go.
When,
Please be the fingers or legs.
would you rather legs as long as your fingers or fingers as long as your legs?
The latter.
Fingers as long as your legs.
No idea why.
Same amount of knuckles. No, when it comes to picking your next build,
Yeah.
what do you take into account? Do you think, I've just done a car, so maybe a bike, or I've just done a plane, maybe something sci-fi, or does what we are building influence you, or is it literally just whatever tickles your fancy when you look at the stats?
To be honest with you, a lot of choosing what to build next comes down to mood. Do you not find?
Mm-hmm.
You know, what kind of mood are you in? Okay. So and that kind of just kind of temper things a little bit for me. Yes, I'm guilty as the next person to have been influenced by you lot and what you're all building. But when I'm finished this, okay, what's my next build going to be? To be honest with you, I've not looked that far forward, but I know it's not going to be a sci-fi.
Yeah.
It's going to be. It'll probably be something with wheels because I haven't done anything with wheels for a while. But I've also not done anything with wings for a while. Okay, so they're the two genres that I'll probably be.
How about a flying car like a DeLorean?
Yes.
What do you mean? That thing you're building is one big wing.
Oh, it's got wings and wheels.
Not as such. But no, it's. I kind of go with my mood. What do I feel like doing? Okay, and I mean, today you might say, well, I might be in the mood to do a car, and then tomorrow I think, I want to do something else. There's no right way or wrong way of answering that question. There's no hard and fast. It's all down to mood.
Fair response.
There we go.
Anybody else?
Anyone else?
Nope.
I think he's safe.
Oh, good.
Do that one.
Good job, guys.
Andrew Dewar did ask in the chat, which part of Back to the Future did you enjoy filming the most? Yep. And Kev said, "Great Scott, what a cheeky question." There we go. Well, nice one, boys. Great questions and good answers. Well done, fellas.
Yeah, nice. Very nice.
Nice, guys.
Very, very good.
Thank
Very
you.
good. Let me just get these spotlights off.
Cheers, James.
Ah! My eyes! Hang on,
Just trying to scare the kids away.
Yeah.
Jamie, can you please fill in those two holes?
No,
in
I'm
your
not
wall
doing.
below
That's
your-
why I've got my chair there so you can see it as well.
Pisses with
Oh,
my
look at that.
OCD every night.
Oh my god, don't look at any of the sheets in Dan's cave. They're all like done.
Wow. I hope that's
There
a
we go.
spotless cave you're in, Dan.
It is
Yeah.
spotless. Don't you worry about that, boy.
Oh,
Apart from a
camera's
bit of
on.
dust over yonder.
Oh.
Dust.
All his cameras died.
yeah.
Dan's turning his whole cave into a wash and cure station. Bloody hell.
It's better than being a DEFCON
There
3.
we go.
There we go.
There we go. Good questions, Ed. Good one, Jamie. Nice one, mate.
Yeah,
Like I say,
Very nice.
Nice
we've got
one.
another one planned coming up that Jamie's been arranging. That'll be interesting. It will be
I'm
filmed
just-
up there.
I was just thinking about that as well. Maybe, I mean, probably not now, but do you think we probably need to say who it is at some point because
get the questions
we're going to need some
beforehand.
questions.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
We'll figure that out the other time. We'll do it like the week before, can't we? And we'll get the questions. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
sweet.
Hopefully His Royal Highness will be okay with the. So yeah, there we go. Right. So James Fisher's in the chat. He's saying update regarding my question last week about the bubbles in his paint cup and his airbrush.
Oh
Got
yeah,
a
yeah.
replacement from his local model shop, so they couldn't fix the problem. A replacement nozzle, needle, and thorough cleaning didn't work.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah, at least you got it sorted, mate. At least you got it sorted.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Robin's saying his city recycles kit plastic. Just put the sprues in the blue box. Yeah. Shane's evening, people.
Shane.
Hi Shane.
Thanks for you
Hey,
two
Shane.
guys as well. And saying, yeah, even the supplier had no experienced this problem.
Mm.
Graham of Robert says, saying hi, guys.
Hi Graham.
And Mark
Oh,
says,
hey,
careful,
Graham.
Paul. You might accidentally mute yourself next. If you've not seen it, unless you see my bench update on Patreon today. I'm talking, going, yeah, and I've invested in this new mic. It's up here, and I hit the button, and I'm like, and I talk for about 30 seconds for a look over, and I'm like, oh, I'm muted. Hang on. Whereas the week before, I recorded 10 minutes with the button pressed, not realising I had to redo
Oh
it.
no.
There's a mute button on this one, and it's not even a button, it's a touchpad. So, yeah. Anyway,
Dangerous.
yes. So there we go. Yeah, good interview, guys. Well done. Right then, Dan, do you want to do yours?
Yarp.
Dan's look at all the work in progress you've been doing, and Patrick's there. Hello, Patrick. Mr. Sedney, Scale Garage is there. Hello, mate.
Hi, buddy.
Patrick.
If I've missed anybody else, apologies. I think I said hello to Shane as well. Hello, Shane. Right then, so Dan's going to be looking at all your work you've shared. So over to Dan.
Good evening, everybody. We're going to start on the forum as always. And the first one out the gate is Warren B. He says, nothing in the way of shiny builds on the bench at the moment. So he thought he'd have a go at this. It's a Tamiya 24 scale Porsche 911 GT3. It's not got very far yet, as is box art speed yellow paint, which will no doubt show up any untidy panel line. So he thought he would spend the time getting these as good as he can.
Nice.
That's
Sales pitch, Si. Sales pitch. Si's not there. That's a great kit, Warden. You're going to enjoy that. And we've got that colour on our site now, speed yellow for that car.
Oh.
Just in case you haven't already got it.
It is a good kit, that, to be fair. I have it half started.
Oh, look at this.
And next is John J. He's finally finished the engine detail set for the FW14B. Roughly 120 hours. Wow.
Oh.
Although that does not include the intake funnel, brake and drive shaft detail set.
Oh, Christ.
4 sets down, 4 to go. Thanks for looking.
Very nice.
That's looking very good, isn't it?
I like
Yeah.
it.
Sweet.
I like it a lot. And that's it for the forum, sadly. So we'll slide over to Face 8. And the first one out of the gate is Mr. Robert Adams. And this is a 3D resin printed 1/10 scale Freddy Krueger.
Very cool.
It's his
Very
first real go at a large figure. Learning a lot. I love the subject, which makes it easier. He's inching his way towards the finishing line. The stripes on the sweater are a real challenge. And remember, don't fall asleep.
The stripes have come out beautifully. The whole thing
Yeah,
is
they're
amazing.
banging.
Yeah.
Cracking job.
And I like his face. I like his eyes. I like his hat.
Yeah, that's awesome, Robert. Nice work.
That's really good. That I like that a lot.
Epic.
I've taken a closer look at some of Robert's work on that, and it's beautiful.
Oh yeah.
Stunning.
And next tonight is Mr. Daniel Pedersen, and this is a 25th scale AMT Plymouth Duster.
It was a
just
tease,
a
isn't
little-
he?
It's a little teaser.
Oh, you tease.
Sprayed the body with Pro Scale Paint's 2K clear system. Super easy to spray, and is very happy with the results so far. The Pro Scale root beer really pops with the clear. His final reveal will happen after some flattening and polishing, which won't be for at least a few days. And we'll even make sure to take a couple of pics outdoors to show the depth of this amazing paint.
I'm gonna have to get that colour. That's a lovely colour, isn't it?
It's nice.
Yeah, it is.
That
It is
is-
very cool.
Very twinkly.
Nice one, Dan.
Very nice work done.
Ooh, Mr. Christopher is next. He's working
we
on
started it.
48th scale HE 111.
All right, all right, all right.
1Z. He's working on the fuselages, ready to join the halves. Lots of masking required. Thank goodness for Edward masking sets.
Excellent.
That is.
Very
I've never
cool.
seen one of those before.
You're not seeing them now?
Yeah, we have seen it in the
very-
new kit section.
It's a very peculiar looking,
It is
Interesting kit. Yeah.
interesting. Yeah, good word. Shane Wright is next. This is massive.
How do you get a MacBook that small?
Miniature MacBook.
It's a 1/44th scale MacBook.
He says he lost his mojo doing bikes at the moment, so he decided to start an armor kit. This is the Trumpeter 1/16th Abrams tank. Not exactly small, and that's a MacBook Pro in the background.
That's huge, isn't it?
Now that's a little
That's what
large.
she said.
No, said no woman ever.
That is incredible. Yeah.
Yeah, that is a bit.
it is.
yeah,
Even the
that's-
instruction booklet's huge.
yeah. Very thick.
Yeah.
That's what she said. This is Mark Runciman. Apologies if I've butchered your name. Sorry, not sorry. He's been working on the Italieri Volvo F16. He's realised that he should have painted the engine before installing it into the chassis. Also working on the just purchased Italieri Trailer Unit 2. By the time the two kits are finished, it's going to be almost 30 inches long. Needs to decide ASAP what colour scheme to go, as it needs painting now. Colour suggestions welcome, as he's not going the standard box colour.
Pink.
Brown. Pink
Pink.
and brown.
Yeah, pink and brown, right next to each other.
Pink at the front and
Yeah.
brown wherever else you want to put it.
Oh God, no.
You had to ask Mark, didn't you?
Hang
You
on,
had to encourage him, Mark.
And that's his trailer. Oh my word.
Oh,
And then that's it in full length.
14 inches long.
But it's not the full length, is it? Because the trailer hung
No.
that chassis a bit,
Yeah,
wasn't
Oh,
I was
it?
gonna say,
yeah,
there's a
you're
bit
right.
more. That's
Wow.
yeah. I think he's going to need a bigger shelf.
Getting a bigger boat.
Bench.
Next this evening is Mr. Craig Stadius.
Creek Stadius.
He says, "Evening, Dan, guys and girls, and all the life crew. Slow and steady progress on the Tamiya 12 scale Suzuki Katana. He's using Tamiya X range of paints for a change. He's undecided whether to matte clear the engine. Thanks for looking, peeps. Have a great show."
that's one, Craig. Looking
Right,
good, mate.
very pretty. Very pretty.
Very cool.
Very blingy.
And that's the other picture. And then hang on, there's another picture.
Oh,
I like that. I like that.
and carbs.
And then there's that.
All the 20 bits.
Oh,
Fun.
it's looking good.
I like.
Oh, yes.
Mr. Camilleri can't join his picture and his words. Sorry, peeps.
Oh,
Sorry, peeps. He is old. We'll forgive him because he's old.
bloody hell.
There's a little smasher though, isn't
And Andy can't spell.
he? He can.
Andy can't. Andy
Oh,
can't.
no,
spell
you
it.
can't.
Andy's great
What's,
at spelling.
what's Andy got to do with this?
Leave
Andy
Andy
alone. No, leave Andy alone, please.
I have spell check, I'll have you know.
This is 2A's Daniel you're talking about.
Yes, just that triggered me at work today, so I had to thrash the troops.
Sorry, Daniel.
It says, "Hey, Danielle," not technically my name, but I'll allow it. It did trigger me. He's just been working on the MFH 27 Cobra in 12th scale. It's his engine this week. He's primarily in Tamiya grey, and then Pro Scale paints Ford engine blue. It's looking, and then I'll click on the picture.
Oh,
Yeah, that's looking tidy, Joe. I
Those
like
valve
that.
covers need polishing more.
I was going to say,
Yeah,
I just can't quite see ourselves in them.
Yeah, nah, 6 out of 10, Joe. 6 out of 10.
Yeah,
It looks epic, Joe. It looks
Very
epic.
nice.
Along quite
creeping up
nice.
to a 7.
Yeah, that's good, mate.
No,
Make
that
sure,
looks-
Dennis,
yeah.
make sure it doesn't fall off that bottle. Though.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna fall off of there.
A couple of reasons.
Shut up, you.
Next is Mr. Richard Farmer. He's slowly plodding along with the Tamiya 12 scale Tyrrell P34. He's got the body panels primed in Mr. Colour 1500 white and painted in Tamiya TS15. He's also managed to get the engine built and some bits of wiring installed to the interior. Hopefully decals will be done over the weekend and then onto clear coat. Thanks for looking.
Very nice.
Good.
I'm not
Good,
into
Richard.
Formula One cars, but I must admit, I really, really like these.
yeah, me too, Jamie. Yeah.
I've got that to build. It's in my stash.
Lovely looking kit.
Yeah, that looks awesome right there.
Yeah, it does.
It's a great little kit.
Epic,
It's a great
epic
little
work, mate.
You've done that,
Almost
haven't you?
ashamed to put the body panels on.
It is almost a shame to cover it up, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is.
It is.
It is, yeah.
Well, I'll be honest, on the Tamiya one, all the body panels clip off. They're
Do they?
designed to clip off so you
I
can
was
see
just
Yeah,
going
them.
to
they
ask
do.
that, yeah. It is. You do all this detail work and then cover the bugger up, don't you?
Yeah. But you know it's there.
Yeah.
Take photographs.
Is
That's
the old
it, yeah.
Here we go.
Next this evening is Mr. Darrell E. Masters. He says, "Greetings, Dan and the gang. Well, today has been working mainly on stowage and seam lines. This is a Mini Art 35th scale T55A Polish prod. To be fair, apart from the swearing, it's coming along okay. Thanks for looking."
Nice one,
All
Darren.
right.
It's looking good.
Cool, man.
Nice to see Daryl's got some large cups.
Yeah, I was going
Yeah.
to say, where did he put his small cups?
Yeah.
2 drawers over, so you don't get them mixed up.
How many airbrushes has he got there?
What did that one say at the back? Tweed socks.
Yeah.
Tweed sock.
Gloves.
Looking at that, he's got 4 airbrushes.
Yeah.
Where'd you keep your gloves?
These
Darren?
are latest modelers, honestly.
Moving on to Mr. Simon White. Good up, Luke. It says, evening, Dan. Hope you're all well. He's just primed the M41 Bulldog in 35th scale from Tamir. In green, he's just got to do the wheels and tracks now for spray it and weather it this weekend. Thanks for looking.
Very cool.
That looks good.
Good.
Very good start.
Very green. This is scale model Chris next. He says, evening, started a new build on the Tamir 24 scale Mazda MX-5 RF. His paint is very bright. It's Mazda Racing Orange by Pro Scale Paints. Have a good weekend.
Nice.
Catch up with the show later.
Very
That's
cool.
on Chris.
Sorry,
looking
that is-
good.
Yes.
Very
Nice
nice.
one.
Pro scale paints
Love
get
that
everywhere.
colour.
Yeah, go everywhere, don't we? Everywhere.
No, it's bizarre.
Very good though.
I don't think why.
This is Mr. Luke Ward next.
In the wrong section, isn't it?
Hey!
We have it.
I thought you said there was nothing in your section.
Same joke, but slightly different.
That's good. That was a
He
quick one.
says he's got the body all buttoned up on the Belkits Ford Fiesta RSWRC in the Rossi livery.
Very cool.
Beautiful decals. Blue Stuff have done a great job. I really enjoy getting all the small bits like the lights, mirrors, and whatnot done before progressing. It knows once the interior and run gear is done, it's on with the body and it's done. Thanks for looking.
Nice.
Go, Luke.
That's nice.
Good look.
That's,
Very nice.
that's exactly what I've learned to do when I'm doing cars is get everything on. Obviously, if I have to leave bumpers off, apart from that, but I like to get all the glass in the mirrors on, the lights and all that done. And I find that helps my mojo as well.
Yeah,
Oh, it's
Yeah.
good, that, Luke.
thank you.
But yeah, I like that a lot.
I get a lot.
Cool.
You
It
little
looks
pumpkin,
sick and
pumpkin pie haircutted freak.
There were 24 carbon decals on that bloody spoiler.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Come
20.
back when you, come back when you got 40 odd.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next is Mr. Peter Millgate.
So mucky.
Ooh,
Wow.
Oh, I like that.
That.
And this
Very
is a 12th
Spaceship.
scale model factory hero Ferrari 312, an F1 from 1967.
That's very cool.
Engine block, gearbox, and rear suspension finished. He's moved on to the monocoque. It's easy for you to say. He's using Pro Scale Etch Primer, number 5 pink base, and zero paints Ferrari 60s Corsa.
Love it.
That's awesome.
Absolutely fantastic.
That's the immense
Monocoque.
metal turd that he's had to polish a lot,
Yes.
All the rivets he's put in.
and all but yeah, that's I like that a
We're
lot.
going to
Oh,
make a
that's
modeler
awesome.
out of him yet, I think, aren't we?
There you go. That's
Very cool.
Oh,
That's
it'll
one.
look awesome. Yeah.
Nice submarine.
At least
I'm
now,
not counting the right number of rivets there.
It's one, hasn't he?
at least now he's over the biggest, dirtiest part. Like cleaning up that cockpit.
at least his brakes are right.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, let's get the wrong brakes.
Hope it's got the right number of rivets in the panels.
Oh, look at this.
Definitely.
Oh, yeah. That's
And
always
the
a sticky
final one this evening is Mr. Parker.
The Hoover
It
attachment.
says, "Hey Dan, this is a MFH 12 scale Mazda 787B. He's been a little busy doing boring things this week, so not had much time in the cave. I have, however, started getting all the body parts ready for paint, concentrating on getting all the parts the same tone of white before moving on to base coats.
This one.
Quality plan that out.
Tell you what, Al, that is a complex kit, isn't it, when you look at it?
Yeah, there's a lot to it. A lot of separate body parts to it.
Yeah.
Does the front end fit on all right, Al? It's just a picture of the way it's angled, is it?
Yeah, it's just because it's just hanging on there with a
Weight
bit of
in it, yeah.
the weight. Yeah, it's
Looks
putting
good
it down.
though, isn't it?
Just a pity. It's just a pity we can't see most of the body because that huge sticker that's in the way.
I know.
It'd be interesting to paint and decal, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yes.
What are
yeah,
the,
that's
squig-
going to be.
I'm genuinely not looking forward to it, to be honest.
Good luck with that.
what are the squiggly lines on the inner panels?
they're parts that don't require painting because they're going to be covered up by other body panels.
Gotcha.
It's aide memoir.
So I'm just being economical
That's
with the
Alan's
paint
signature,
as I am.
Alan's signature.
No, fair
That's
play.
aide memoir.
Yeah, if you want anybody wants to forge it, just pause it now. That's Alan, and that says Parker.
Nice.
Very cool, mate.
Good, mate.
Looks good.
I'm happy with the way all the panels fit. So
And
Yeah,
that
that's right, doesn't
is
it?
that.
Very cool. Some lovely work in there. Wow.
Well done, Dan.
Oh, tell me about it.
Very,
Some
very
beautiful work.
As
Good
always.
guys.
Yeah, as Dan says, very cool works in progress. Quality's through the roof, isn't it? Just absolutely amazing. Lovely Modifati Hero. Yeah, just top work all around. Really is. We've become quite elitist in here, haven't we? Because how many of us are building Modifati Hero kits at the minute in here?
One,
There's me,
two,
me, Jamie,
three,
Alan,
four.
Simon, Joe,
Peter,
Peter.
Joe, yeah. Most on us, but not us.
We need more AMT kits. Well,
not
someone
me.
should send Jamie an AMT kit.
I
Jamie
wouldn't
needs
it-
bringing back down a level.
hear the Mustang's pretty good.
You wouldn't know how to open the box.
I think we should get Paul one as well. We should get Paul.
63
No.
Corvette, I hear, is a good kit.
Yeah, I hear that as well, Roland.
There we go. Awesome. Make sure I haven't missed anyone in the chat. Yeah, poor Andy. Andy getting the blame.
He deserves it half the time.
FX there as well. FX Workshop saying hello, lads. Bit late to the party. Long time no see. Hello.
Hey, good to have
I
you
think
back.
that's random. I'm taking that's random in there. And David Wright says, just keep reminding myself that a bill for me. Exactly.
Exactly, mate.
Paul said, I thought Alan only used an X.
normally,
There you go. Right, then what have we got? Let's see. We've got Roland section, Dan's question.
So I just read
Kev's comment.
I love what Kev says. I don't need to sign my work. I generally leave a nice thumbprint on the inside canopies and mid streets.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kev, I'm with you.
Joe's in the chat saying elitist mall security. Hello, Joe. Right then.
This is earlier comment I was laughing at. Nothing wrong with AMT you stuck up.
Oh, I didn't see that. Yes. Hey, I've just finished an AMT kit. Loved it. Great fun. It's there, look. Well, that's not it. Mine looks better than that. It's over there somewhere. There you go. I must jet. Thanks for all the great show. Enjoy your week. See you, Digsby. Take care, mate.
See you, buddy.
We still got nothing in your section, Luke.
No. We double
We
check.
just seen it.
Hey,
Nice. Got Dan's question queued up. Anyone?
yes, I have. Yeah,
Is there any others in there?
just the one.
Just the one.
It's quite a good question as well.
How well timed was that?
Oh, nothing.
How well timed was that,
That
Jamie?
was very good. I hear that.
Everyone missed that, I think. Jamie clocked it. Anyway, it's the simple things that amuse me. We've got that and rolling section to there, isn't it? And that's it. Right.
Yeah.
Do you want to read Dan's question very slowly?
Yeah. So today, in Dan's questions for the crew for the 19th of May 2023. That's
What time is it?
20th.
What's the temperature?
Temperature is 15 degrees outside. Yeah.
Air pressure, hang on. Is 1030 HPA.
Is it?
Okay.
Nice to hear.
We'll forecast sun tomorrow.
That was a bit
Is
of
it? Well, that's a low pressure system on the come, so enjoy it while it lasts.
67% humidity out there as well.
Wednesday.
So, right, so we have one question, and this week's question is for Mark Bride. Hello, Mark.
Hey, Mark.
And Mark says some people, well, not himself, but some people
Mhm.
are prolific builders. What do you do with your models when complete? And if you have them displayed, where do you move them to once the cabinets are full? Thank you.
Well,
Yeah.
mine
I
are
do the
behind me.
same.
Yeah.
Well,
The same PJ does. When my space is full, then I put them in storage.
Yeah.
And then I, once I build newer models and take the worst of the old ones and, take them away into storage.
Well, they were just on shelves in my old hobby room, and then we moved hobby room. The shelves disappeared, so I had to get some cabinets. I've got some cabinets. Running out of space there. I've sold 2 of them, but they were all right. I don't think I can sell any of these. They're terrible. So these will probably just, when I run out of space, end up in the old models box in the garage or something.
What's that, the B1M?
Where else to put them?
The blue box, isn't it? Didn't somebody talk about the blue box?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's the one. Straight to recycling.
Well, mine are all there. And when that gets full, which is starting to again, I have an Etsy store where most of them are on there. And they sell periodically.
Doing it.
Yeah, they clear out every now and then. And I get a few quid. But we are getting... Yeah, I've got room for a couple more. I'm going to have to start.
Is it time for another listing?
They're all on there. They're always on there. I just drop the prices on them every now and then to try and get them moved on. So, yeah.
I say myself, I say some are stored behind me, but that cabinet's full now. So I'm literally out of space now. I've got no more room for any more 1/12 kits. So I'm either going to have to buy another cabinet and talk the other half into letting me put it in the house next to the other cabinet.
The kitchen.
Yeah. Or start selling some, and I'm probably going to do the same as Paul. I'm probably going to start an Etsy store and just stick a selection of them up there. Some of the, I'll say better models I've built, some of the okayish ones, and see if they sell. See if,
Absolutely, you can do them sit there, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine are all displayed around me over here. I still have more wall space to put more shelves and more boxes up. I have some on that wall. I have some upstairs in the living room. I have some in the dining room.
You're allowed in the house with them?
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I picked the wrong girl.
I got told I could have whatever I want in here.
Yes.
In there.
None of my models are going in there.
Yeah.
Built on. So.
But just thinking, I'm designing this kitchen now. What would be stopping me putting a display cabinet up on the wall in the kitchen to display some of the models in the kitchen as well?
Your wife.
Built in with have plates, cereals, built models. Get away with it. Good.
Poison would stop them.
Idemint ceiling now. Idemint ceiling.
That's the problem with cars, isn't it? Cars don't look great hanging from the ceiling, do they?
Unless you're doing a Fast and Furious diorama.
Yeah.
Or Harry Potter.
Harry Potter, yeah.
Or
Back to the
DeLorean.
Future. Yeah, exactly.
I think with me, I've got 4 of the glass cabinets. 2 are pretty much full. And I've got 1 that's empty. So I'm all right for now. But it's going to fill up soon, isn't it? It's got to do. So I don't know what I'd do then, to be honest.
You keep building those 112s, yeah, it's going
to. Well, to be honest, and it's like I said the other day, I've got this thing in. I've got like where you guys have said, like your stashes are perhaps, I don't know, anything from 100 kits to 500 kits, or probably more in some cases. But I've got I've got 20, 25 that. Not including the MFH ones.
Yeah.
But like for me now, I've decided to go pretty much down this route. And I would say 20 of those kits I'm going to sell on, because before I build them, because I just want to concentrate on what I'm doing now. So, that's going to be my way of thinning things out a bit. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, makes sense.
I mean, we could all be in the fortunate position that Simon's in and have a whole wing to display.
The West Wing. Simon's in the West Wing.
Oh, yes. You know it.
You've got plenty of space in the garage, no?
Staff to keep them dusted.
You have to bring that up, didn't you?
Incidentally, shameless plug, there's a link to my Etsy shop down below.
Get it done.
You're going to have a laugh at my prices. How much?
I was just looking. I think they're fair.
They rinse you a bit for fees. That's the only problem. You do
Yeah.
pay quite a bit in fees on there.
Yeah.
But if they get sold, they get sold. And I've sold a few on there now.
That's good.
Makes room in the display case. But that is literally. I think I've got room for a few more. Not many, but yeah, good half dozen more maybe in there, and then it's full again. Yep.
Not just the hours of work you put into it, you've got to think of when you're pricing it, it's the years of expertise as well. That's what people don't see. And that's why you'll get a few people who look at it and go, why is that much then? Not paying that much. Don't then. Like, you don't know what went into it, so don't pay that much. Somebody else will.
Definitely. Jason Chesson, good evening all. Mark said he wrote it slowly. Mark said he wrote it slowly too. Cheers, Mark.
Yeah.
Chris is there saying another Friday with cold brew and the ISM crew. Evening all. Hello, Chris. You all right, mate?
And Chris.
And Mark says first shout on the Cosworth, Jamie. Ooh.
No.
There's a queue. There's a queue.
They're coming up, mate. They're coming.
Si just takes him to Spain to clear room for new kits. Yeah.
Yep.
I wish.
Yeah. In his private jet, he always does that.
Back of his jet ski.
Gotcha.
It says you hit the thumbs up button after every starter. They all count, right?
Yeah. Good one,
One
Kev.
will eventually. One will eventually. Right then. We just got your section in rolling, didn't we?
Oh, my section.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
For so long, you probably had to practice here, aren't
You
you?
remember that?
Yeah, I know.
You know how to do it? You remember how to do it?
Have I got to think of a few more quick questions for Paul?
Yeah, maybe you should.
I could think of loads, but we'll get in trouble. Anyway, I'm going to hand over to Roland now, who is going to go for all your finished work of the week. Please try and remember on the sections if you can. Try and just put 1 or 2 pictures in, maybe 3 at a push. We don't need 7. It's too much to go through for everyone. And that goes for Dan's section as well. Please just try and keep it down to 1, 2, maybe 3 at a push. Because as it just becomes too convoluted and takes too long to go through. Because as you can see by Roland's tabs at the top, there's quite a lot in there tonight.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a bit in there.
I'm going to hand you over to Roland. He's going to look through. Make sure you make a note of your favourite build of the night, your favourite builder, the builder and the build as well, because you'll get a vote at the end, and the winner will get pride of place on the ISM Live at the Bench Friday night page thing, whatever it's called.
Banner.
Yeah.
Banner? And he killed her. Anyway, over to you, Roland.
Right, and here we are. There's some very nice stuff in here tonight, as there always is. And we start in the forum with our faithful Warden B, who has posted another beautiful plane. He finished his Airfix 172 Bristol Blenheim Mark IV this week. A little larger than my recent plane building efforts, but one I wanted to add to my collection. I did find the kit needed a little extra attention around the engine cowlings and Bombay, but generally a nice kit and well worth the effort. Painted in Mr. Color Lacquers, finished in a VMS clear with a little oil weathering. And thanks for looking.
Very nice.
Beautiful.
That
That is absolutely beautiful.
No, I haven't seen 172 plane of his, which looks like a 72 plane, you know.
No.
Very nice.
You're a lot bigger.
Excellent work.
Pretty, very pretty. Thanks, Warden B. Then we get over to Facebook and we start with Aaron Timpson.
Ooh.
He has the Tamiya 124 Sauber C9, which he built as part of the Le Mans group build. Filled and smoothed front nose, painted in Zero Mercedes silver, which is far too dark. Carbon decals added where necessary, various engine wiring and braided hoses added to gearbox oil cooler. Oh yeah, I see those. Yeah, that looks good.
Looks good, mate.
Yeah, I like that. Nice work, Aaron.
Yeah, very, very pretty. And here we go. Look at the engine.
Oh,
That looks good.
Very nice,
Beautiful
Aaron.
build.
I like that.
Very, very nice.
Nice colour that. I like that.
Mm.
Mars and Reuter, that brings back memories. Jeez. Right. Next one is Mr. Simon Shorey. Latest one in the speed shop is the Fujimi Porsche 911 GT3R, and that one is in 1/2/24. Grey primer, Porsche Shark Blue, and 2K clear coat, all from ProScale paints. Various Tamiya lacquer paints were also used, polished with Trizec pads and UMP polish system. Great little kit, but will definitely make some modifications the next time I build it. For example, remove grills and replace with mesh. Thanks for looking as always, and check out our paints at the Facebook page, which you see here, there, or on the webpage proscalepaints.uk.
Very nice.
Isn't there a CO
Yeah,
which
nice.
should be
Those wheels.
Putting that in though. That's disgusting.
disgusting?
Advertising.
Right. Let's have in the meantime a look at that clear coat looks epic. Huh?
Yeah, it does. Say, I can't see properly because of my monitor. They're not just black wheels, are they?
No, they're gunmetal.
Yeah.
Which gunmetal was that, Si?
It's ProScale paints, I believe.
ProScale? Get out of here.
That wheel colour is perfect for that car, I think. That looks
It is,
awesome. Yeah.
Really good.
Yeah, nice work, Si.
Yeah, very
It's a
pretty.
shame it hasn't got more slick tires on the kit, really. That'd be another thing I'd change.
Yeah. Right. Scale effect is in. This is Tamiya 135 Walker Bulldog. Freelanced Somali scheme. This is my second armor model, 8th model in my young portfolio. Criticisms are appreciated. Mr. Color and Tamiya paints, hairspray, chipping, oils for some effects, masked and painted for markings. Oh, wow. If non-car models are unacceptable, I understand. No, don't you worry about that for a second. All models are acceptable, and especially if they're as well built as this one.
That's awesome.
Every genre of modeling's welcome. There's no just only cars here at all. Everything's welcome. Very nice.
Very
Nice
much
build, that.
appreciated as well. That looks epic.
Yeah.
That does.
For your second tank, are you kidding me? That really looks
I love
good.
it. I
Very
love
cool.
this
Just
chipping
eighth
effect.
build in general, like
Yeah, the chipping on the road tires.
Yeah.
not even that. The chipping, the oils, it's brilliant.
Yeah,
Really
that's
good
good.
work.
Yeah, that you're right, Paul. I didn't even see it. That's some
Yeah.
detail. I
Yeah.
like
It
that.
was Joe that said it. Yeah, it was Joe
Yeah.
that said it. That's
Oh,
very
it's
good.
John, yeah.
Yeah.
Very good.
Very cool.
Right.
Oh, and I only learned this stuff from going to the model show and listening to what people are looking at for detail on armor and stuff like that. You know, because I don't
Yeah.
build armor, but I'm just
Yeah.
from listening to people.
Not yet, you don't.
This looks sharp
Right.
too.
Anthony Rico, fellow South African, says, "Hi everyone. My latest completion is this Aeronautica Militaire 148 Italieri AB212 ISAF that was part of the UN troops in Afghanistan. Was a really nice build. The inside was a bit empty, so I made seatbelts with chocolate wrappers and cut buckles from styrene sheet. Made a radio coil wires and some hanging cables that I saw in references. Had a lot of fun. Hope you enjoy." Are you kidding? Yeah, that looks good.
Definitely.
Great
Let's
idea.
have a look at that
Chocolate-
detail he's talking
I'll
about.
tell you what, he's a
Wow.
bloody good modeler, you know, and
Oh, he's so good.
He is.
But
He
that's
is.
a good idea for the
Seat belts.
yeah, it is.
yeah, because it's
It
Yeah,
works.
the chocolate. Oh, Roland's put his in as well. Look,
What?
Looking at that, isn't it?
got your name on this one, Roland.
Yeah. He had one picture in the wrong port, so I just ported it over.
brilliant work, Anthony. Brilliant.
Lovely
Yes.
work, mate. Very
As
nice.
We
usual.
built that together.
Oh,
Sure we did.
you'll have a cat. You'll have a cat next.
Right. Next one is Robert Hayes. Oh, look at that.
Oh, nice.
Latest one off the bench, the Tamiya 120 Lotus 25 Coventry Climax, primed with Mr. Surfacer 1500 grey, painted with Gravity Spain Lotus green decals applied using UMP setting solutions, then 2K cleared with Gravity Spain clear coat, wet sanded with Trizec 6 8000 pads, and polished with Tamiya polish. Add some extra details, brake lines, wiring to the dash, also some other lines, engine ignition wires, running gear and interior painted with various LP and Mr. Color paints, and he thanks for looking. That looks
fun.
awesome, boys.
Cracking job on that.
Cool.
Very cool.
What
I
a
could
name
go,
for a car as well.
Yeah, I like those
Yeah.
old cars, like that. shape.
Classic. Classic. I love the Coventry Climax cars. They are really
Yeah.
fantastic. Very pretty. Thanks for Robert. And the next one is a Glue Sniff Garage. Paul, who is he again?
Dave.
Dave. Of course it's Dave. Dave says, evening all, finished this 124 Tamiya Porsche 911 GT1. He started it last year and had some issues. You're not kidding. With my decals, so it got shelved. Yeah. Was originally planning to strip and redo it, but I decided just to finish it off as it was and weather it. That's what we all end up doing.
Nice.
Bodywork is painted in Mr. Color White and cleared with GX100. Various Tamiya and Mr. Color paints used throughout the rest of the build. Glad to have it finished, as it's not the most enjoyable kit to work on, although I love the subject matter. Cheers, have a good evening, and I'll catch up over the weekend. Yeah, I can
Very
relate.
pretty
These
car.
decals are horrible.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Done a
really
good job
not
on
good.
that.
he has done a very good job.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
brilliant job, Dave.
I like
Yeah,
that
he's
a lot.
saved it very well. Very cool.
Not an easy scheme.
No, not at all. Yeah, as he said, the decals are not very good. The rest of the kit I loved, but the decals, yeah, they were fiddly.
Is it just that the decals just aren't very good quality, or they're
Just old Tamiya decals, thick.
Yeah, they just
Yeah.
fall apart.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just move a pain.
That and it's a difficult scheme.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Yeah.
I could sort of appreciate that, but it's just everyone I've sort of ever seen sort of on here, everybody's said that it's just a nightmare, and I've never built it, so I just wondered what, if it was like quality issue with the decals, or
Yeah, it's a bit of both, but primarily quality.
I think that the fact that they're obviously bigger decals,
yeah,
makes it even more prevalent, they just fall apart.
yeah, cool.
But yeah, nice save there. Love that
It's
one there.
perfect. Lovely.
Awesome.
We have Hokonui Hobby Room. I think he is a new member here. And hi all, just finished this Tamiya 148 P47D Thunderbolt Razor Back. I made it as a short infill project out of the box in 10 days to keep the mojo alive while waiting for aftermarket parts to arrive for bigger projects I have on the bench. Mostly painting it in Tamiya paints, to stick with the theme of all Tamiya. Hope you like the photos and have a great weekend.
Lovely.
Awesome.
Epic.
Nice.
Like
Very
that.
cool.
Such a
Oh, I
weird
think you did a
blade,
great job.
Mm.
Love the flaps hanging down. That's really cool.
Sorry. Sorry.
What is funny about that?
Nothing.
Nothing,
Nothing.
Roland, nothing.
Sorry.
You're getting something different, right?
Bloody kindergarten around here.
Dealing with children. Come
I'm
on,
sorry. I can't help having the sense of humour. Could not stop the laugh.
That's awesome.
Anyway, that's a great one.
Great Bill.
Love it.
Great
Hokonui
Bill.
Hobby
Very
Room.
nice. Lovely build.
Tell us your name one day
Hobby
so
Room.
we can address
Hobby
it
Room.
properly.
Someone please
Hobby
mute.
Room.
Okonui.
Robert
That's
Jackson is
awesome.
in. He's presenting
Scudo.
his Tamiya Mustang GT4 in Scudo livery, decals from IndyCars and painted in Ferrari Rosso Mugello by scale finishes. It was a great kit to build, but let down by a bad decal set that needed lots of touch-up. I also spent 2 weeks cutting custom carbon fiber decals for all the trim work. Thank you all for looking and have a great show.
Mm.
I sense a scheme here, a decal theme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That looks awesome.
I don't think I've seen one in this scheme yet.
No.
No, I certainly haven't. You're right.
Oh, very good work.
Yeah.
Oh, dear, so funny.
It is nice. I know exactly how bad those decals are in that scheme as well. So
Right.
Very cool.
Nice one, Robert. Love it.
Yeah.
Patrick Sedney is in.
Oh.
He's with his latest build. Is the Tamiya 124 Mercedes-AMG GT3 CrowdStrike from the 2019 GT World Challenge America. Primed in white Mr. Surfacer 1500, the paint job was made after masking several times for every base color. Main decal set designed by me and some CF decals by scale. Motorsport, clear-coated with 2K, polished with 6000 grit 3M Trisect and fine Tamiya compound. Masks again in the front part to apply matte clear. Hope you all like it. I think.
Very nice.
Splendid.
Love it.
Nice
That's
Looks awesome.
Classic. Nice
Nice.
photography.
Wow.
as well.
That's very cool. It's really
Aggressive
very
looking car as well, isn't it?
I love the matte finish on the actual.
I like the grill. Yeah.
Yeah, the grill looks perfect.
cool. Yeah, that's very well done. Thanks,
Right,
Patrick.
click that.
Yeah. David Wright is in. Oh, yeah, he just showed us some updated pictures from his hut. Wrong section, David.
That's a nice
Right,
one.
next one is Michael Hasselgrove. He hasn't posted any finished work for a while and managed to get the Tamiya 124 Porsche 911 GT3 finished during the week. Was a nice build with no issues apart from the usual dust after 2K. Primed in black Mr. Surfacer 1500 bodywork Porsche lizard green, Tamiya black panel line, washed gravity 2K and polished with ultimate polishing system. Interior AK acrylic paints and flocked in black Mr. Hobby and Tamiya paints used elsewhere. Zero paint sonic carbon for the wheels. As always, thanks for looking. Very
That's
pretty,
awesome.
Michael.
Very nice. Oh,
Nice work, mate. It's good kit.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful colour, that is. It really suits our car, doesn't it?
Yeah, very cool. A nice one, Mike, and thanks for sharing. Right, next one is Robbie Miller. He's in with something quick. His Special Hobbies 172 scale, Suit Aviation Batu 2N, I guess. In my opinion, one of France's most beautiful planes of the 50s. As to the kits, two parts of which were so short-shotted as to not exist, being merely rounded nubs on the sprue where the parts should be. The instructions are also very vague, especially for the placement of decals. Part fits are often questionable. Painted in Tamiya lacquers, it takes a bit more work to get it into shape, but in the end, I was satisfied with the result, and so you should be, Robbie. It looks splendid.
Yeah, that's awesome.
cool.
That's very nice.
Very nice.
Did you say that plane was from the 50s?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks
It's
very
pre-Mirage.
modern, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Like that.
Oh, that's
Pretty cool.
cool.
Nice
Very
one, Robbie.
cool.
Really good. Really good.
Right. Next one is, I know, Robbie, you have more pictures. I'll only show the first three. Hope that's all right. Next one is Radim Effenberger. Finished a 132 Tamiya F4U birdcage Corsair. The cockpit got some extra detail with HGW seatbelts and stencils. Engine is out of the box addition of wires, plumbing, and a few HGW stencils that were part of cockpit stencils. So it's not out of the box at all, actually. Was a really great and pleasant build and got my mojo back on it. Well, it looks a great build.
It's pretty.
Yeah, this is
Very
brilliant.
nice.
Wow,
Paul, did
I
you
love
build?
the
Did you
stains.
build a? Paul, did you build a bird cage?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I did was a bear cage ages ago.
That is pretty. I like
But there
it.
is some engine detail
So,
as well.
yeah.
It looks an awesome job, Radim. Love it.
Yeah, great work.
Right. Next one is Mark Bride. Mark Bride says, hi, Roland. Welcome back. Thanks, Mark. Finally finished the Ebro McLaren MP430 2015 120. First attempt at a Formula One car and many of the techniques used. Massive thanks to Dean Slater for sending me some spare parts to replace some I misplaced. Finished in a mix of Tamiya TS LP and acrylics and Mr. Color paint, Clear Coat GX112. Replaced kit aerials with metal wire and tube. Added my own carbon fiber detail, which took an age, and rescribed and filled the incorrect panel lines. Added top studio exhaust and 0.8 millimeter rivets. Hope you added all of them. Overall, pleased with the result. Also, some bits could be better. Highlights for me are my front wing and quick release connector on the steering wheel. It's the little things. Thanks for looking.
Nice.
That
Nice.
looks
Thank you.
awesome, Mark.
Made a bloody good job.
really
of
Very,
that.
very good, Mark.
Cracking.
Very good, Mark. That's brilliant.
Wow, I like that a lot.
That's very cool.
Yeah, very cool.
Just the detail on the front wing alone is very good.
Yeah. No, that's fantastic. Nice one, Mark.
Lovely.
Next one is Ken Model Chris. He says, evening, Roland. It's Roland, Chris, Roland. Finished off the bench is the Alpha Models 124 Ferrari SF90 Spider. Painted in fire scale Mugello green, a 2K gloss interior painted in golden brown and nature black. Added seat belts and tire valves for a few days extra details. The build is far from perfect with a few mistakes in places, but I'm happy with the overall finished. Thank you for looking and have a good weekend. Same to you, Chris. And this
Very
looks
good,
very, very nice.
Yeah, it looks pretty
Love
cool,
those
does.
seats.
I love that
That's
colour
really-
combo, yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say that. Oh, the wheels there, it all goes
Yeah.
together quite nicely. That does.
Yeah.
Looks
Not
really good,
bad
mate.
at all.
Beautiful.
Very
Beautiful
pretty.
work, Chris.
Right, and last but certainly not least, we have Paul Christopher.
Put your teeth in, Roland.
Right, and last we have
And
Paul
also-
Christopher and a 124 Italieri Freightliner Aerodyne 1988 kit, and it did not want to glue together very well. Yeah, no surprises there. Painted in Vallejo paints with airbrush. I blame Simi BMW for the lights. I did enjoy the challenge and learned a lot, but had some issues with the wires breaking when opening the bonnet, and now I have an earth issue with one of the pair of headlights. Stripped most of the chrome and repainted it, as seam lines were horrible. Oh yeah, I can just imagine.
Yeah.
The 1988 deals broke the minute I handled them. The 1988 decals broke the minute I handled them, but had scanned so printed my own, which meant I had to repaint truck from black to white, or decals disappeared on the black.
Yeah.
Right, so there were some challenges there, Paul, but you tell you what, the result
Yeah,
looks very
yeah,
good.
good.
Yeah,
Well
that's
done, mate.
proper cool. Nice work with the
Very-
lights as well.
That looks
Yeah, no,
Very good.
really good. Love that. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Right, and that was it.
fantastic. Right then, so you get the time it takes for Roland to recap, to place your votes. So when you see Alan say start your votes, you can start picking. Try and get the builder's name and the subject if you can. Let's just not have car, things like that.
Yeah.
A blue
the
car.
The builder with the most votes will get proud of placing live the bench page. So away you go, Roland.
Over it,
All
Roland.
righty.
Go, go,
There
go.
we go. We start with Warden B with his fantastic FX 172 Bristol Blenheim Mark IV. Right on his heels, we have Aaron Timpson with his 124 Sauber C9 from Tamiya. Simon Shorey is then in with the Porsche 911 GT3R in 124, and this one is from Fujimi. Scale Effect is in with his Walker Bulldog M41 in 35, and the kit is from Tamiya. Next one is Anthony Ricco. He is in with his Aeronautica Militare 148 Italieri AB212 ISAF helicopter. Next one is Robert Hayes. He's in with this beautiful 120 Lotus 25 Coventry Climax. Glusnip Garage, David is in with his 124 Tamiya Porsche 911 GT1. Next one is Hokonui Hobby Room. He is in with the Tamiya 148 P47D Thunderbolt Racerback. After that, we have Robert Jetson. He is in with the Tamiya 124 Mustang GT4 in Scudo livery. After Robert, we have Patrick Sedney with his Tamiya 124 Mercedes AMG GT3 CrowdStrike from the 2019 GT World Challenge America. After that, we have Michael Hasselgrove in, and he is in with the Tamiya 124 Porsche 911 GT3. Very pretty indeed as well. After Michael, we have Robbie Miller, which is 172 scale Sud Aviation Batu 2N from Special Hobby, and he had some problems with that one. We have Radim Effenberger. He's in with the 132 Tamiya F4U1 Birdcage Corsair. Following Radim is Mark Bright with his Abro McLaren MP4 30 2015. The scale is 1:20. Behind Mark Bride, we have scale model Chris, who is in with the Alpha Models 124 Ferrari SF90 Spider. And last but certainly not least, Paul Christopher with the kit which fought him all the way, the 124 Italieri Freightliner Aerodyne. And that's it. Thanks very much indeed. You can still go voting.
Oh,
You Roland?
Well done, Roland.
nice work.
Nice work, Roland.
Well done.
Tough ones this week, isn't it?
That's not going to be easy.
Oh, fantastic
Again.
stuff. Yeah, again.
Ah,
Mm.
gonna be tough.
Easy decision tonight. That shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, no bother. Yeah,
Oh,
no
boy.
bother.
Dan's had a little change.
This is a tough one. Well,
Right then.
geez.
Right then. Wardy boy.
Oh, why me first? I'm gonna go for Scale Effects Bulldog. That was phenomenal work, especially being his 8th model, his 2nd tank. You wouldn't have guessed that. You'd get looking at that, you'd guess he's been doing it for years. He's done an excellent job on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good
And that
build.
kit has been around forever.
Excellent. Joe.
Oh,
Mhm.
I like
Yeah.
Simon's Porsche.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Someone's got to.
Mark Bride's McLaren is beautiful.
Yeah, it is.
And I got the Corsair in there, and I got Warden Bees playing in there.
Yeah.
I'm going for Anthony's helicopter. I think Anthony's helicopter looks awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
As good a choice as any.
Definitely does.
Fair enough. Jamie.
I'm a car guy, but I'm afraid that Scale Effects M41 has stole me.
It's pretty cool, isn't it?
Epic.
Fair enough. Fair enough. PJ.
Yeah.
Just the one,
Difficult.
not the acceptance speech.
Well, that's handy, that is.
It's not handy at all.
I love Chris's SF90. I like Scale Effects Bulldog, and Warden Bees Bristol was just phenomenal. Anthony Rico's helicopter.
The helicopter. Okay. Mr. Callis.
Because I love jugs, I'm going to go with Hokanoy Hobbies P47 Razorback.
The jugs with the flaps.
That did it. That
Those
must have done
jugs, yes.
The hanging flaps.
Yeah.
it. The hanging flaps. Yeah.
Awesome.
Roland.
Yeah. First of all, I would like to thank my mother, my father, and my brother.
Oscar speech. Yeah.
That was
I tell you
Roland.
what, it is just love the tank,
You need to start
Um,
crying.
love the AMD Mercedes, loved Warden B, and in particularly loved that Mark Bride's Formula One car. But at the end, because I can't build one to save my life, my vote goes to Anthony Rico's helicopter.
Yeah. Nice chopper.
Good call.
It is gorgeous, isn't it? Mr. Bretland.
Mark Bride's McLaren.
Epic.
Radams was a close second because I do like the Corsair. And
Yeah.
if you ever want to build a good Corsair, buy that Tamiya kit.
Mm.
That'll
It's
test
a
you.
nice kit.
That
Yeah,
will
I need to grab myself one of those in the bigger scale.
it will test you. There's a lot of work in them.
Is it a tough kit?
It's a very good kit. There's a lot to it. I had some fit issues on my wings. Slot them on because you can do it folded or
Yeah.
so the sections are separate, and mine didn't quite line up. But it's Tamiya kit, so it was more than likely me. Good kit though. It's a good kit.
Bye.
I'm going to go for that Pro Scale Paints chap and his Porsche 911 GT3.
Yeah.
Okay.
You did. No, Mark's McLaren.
Sorry, Connie Lingus is in the chat saying, does someone say hanging flaps?
You're late to the party.
Okay, we'll switch to Dan. See if you can.
Anthony Ricco and his helicopter.
Yeah.
Okay. So that leaves just me, and again, loads of worthy ones that all deserve a vote. But for me, I'm going to pick Mark Broyd's MP430 because he's done a bloody string job on that with all the carbon.
Detail on that carbon was phenomenal.
Yeah. As good a choice as any of them. Brilliant.
And we'll catch up with the chat and see what else is in there.
Radham's saying, definitely get the kit. It's easy to build. The wings are a bit filly to get the good fit. He's still got a man the gap. Yeah, mine did too. Yeah, I think you're going to be absolutely perfect lining up.
Sorry, but Sophie just sent me this photo.
Oh my god.
He's got a Pringles can in his mouth.
Now, if he's growling into that or talking into that, sound epic. What you should do is put a string on it, run up to your room and talk back.
That's what I was just thinking. Hello?
That'll freak him out.
Feed me.
Excellent.
There we go. We're calling on that. So what have we got? Right then. So this week, in third place, that's not second or first, but third place, it's Mr. Scale Effect with his M41 Walker Bulldog.
Well deserved.
This
Great
week,
build there.
in second place, is Mr. Mark Bride with his MP430, and that's well deserved.
Deserved as well.
But this week's winner, because he had more votes than anybody else,
Really?
That's how it works.
How it works.
That's how it works.
I've known that. I would have changed my vote.
The front door.
Contrary to popular belief, that is how it works.
Wow. My mind is
Yeah,
blown.
this week's winner, and again, very well deserved, is Mr. Anthony Ricco with his little AB212 helicopter.
Excellent.
Well done, Anthony.
Well done to everybody else.
Congratulations. Beautiful work, everybody.
Literally anybody else could have taken that top spot.
Yes, absolutely, yeah.
It would have been fair. Like,
Except for Simon.
except for Saya, of course.
Yeah,
but like,
no, of course, yeah.
So
would-
I
that
could get a
would have
couple
been
of votes, in all fairness.
I was actually going to vote for Sai, but now he's flipping me off. I'm never going to do it again.
Just in my glasses.
That's us demonetised again because of Simon.
Dang it.
Second time this week, Paul.
I was adjusting my glasses.
Just incidentally, my live streams for the day keep getting demonetised, and we do talk about stupid stuff, and I play stupid noises, and we do swear. Last Friday's got demonetised on here as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
What the hell did we do wrong last Friday?
Nothing.
Well, I wasn't
we
here, so
don't
who
swear.
knows what you guys were up to?
We don't swear.
Because
We don't
Roland
swear.
wasn't here. That's why we got demonetized.
We don't swear. It's not going to pick up on random vague
We
comments.
swear, Paul.
No.
I think I still say it's because the algorithm is looking at past history.
Different channel. It's a different channel.
Well,
Yeah, no, I didn't do that.
No idea what we did last week, but yeah, my streams keep getting demonetised or something.
I have a theory, but I'm not sure.
No, yeah, me too, but don't worry about it. It's not. It's one of them. So yeah, just a bit odd. No idea. There we go. So yeah, that's us done for another evening's live stream. As somebody said before, we will get back to doing the kit release. Just Si's been busy with family stuff and busy with pro scale as well, if we're honest, isn't it, Si? It is, and
Yeah,
it
it's
is a
been really good.
distraction.
Oh, we should have sacked his butler, should he?
No.
That's what it is.
No.
That's true.
Is that you volunteering to do new kit section, Alan?
No.
I think we just did.
Alan, whatever you do, don't mention bigger paint bottle sizes.
Oh, right.
All right. Yep.
Yeah, we've got a plan to pick you.
So we'll bring it back, and we've got another interview planned in the near future as well, which me and Jamie will sort out. Like I said, it will be recorded off air and just played. Could it be the drinking and smoking? Michael's new to the stream as well. Hello, Michael. I meant to say hello to you before, mate. I forgot.
Hi, Michael.
No, drinking and smoking shouldn't have anything to do with it at all. There's nothing on the terms and conditions about any of that at all. So,
Especially the vaping, there are people who review vapes every week and they don't get demonetized.
it could be the modelling porn or wherever you finish. Could be.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll see
Good
what
point
happens.
there, Kevin.
Right. So yeah, that's us done. Thanks for all the hard work these guys have done, as always, and thanks for all you lot for joining us. I've not been live for the past couple of days in the morning with Friday off, as I always do now, and I was busy on Thursday, but we'll be back tomorrow morning about 10:30. I'm going to make a start my Oldsmobile in the morning. Hopefully get some primer on it, and yeah, crack on with that. That's the plan. I've got let me see where I'm at. So the full Super V build on Patreon right now. The condensed build will be on ISM in about 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I guess. There's still a load more to go on ISM. The 250 TR still to go on there as a condensed build. There's a couple of reviews to go on there still. So probably 2, 3, maybe 4 weeks before you see the Super V. But if not, they're all on Patreon. You can come with Patreon whenever you want. The link's down below. My Friday bench update for patrons went up today. It's 34 minutes of me sat here talking Rolex to the camera. And YouTuber said Rolex, just so you know. Yeah, I might have some other reviews coming up soon as well. And obviously we live stream all through the week, 9:30 till 12. You got any videos planned, Roland?
Yes, actually, there's I have a new history series of unusual
Yes, I've seen the
cars.
start
There's
of that
videos
today.
up.
Oh, cool.
And the 187 BR02, that review will be going up this weekend.
Cool. Keep on track of that. Don't go off the rails.
Ah,
Hope you don't run out of
As the
steam
flaps-
halfway through.
As long as the flaps are down, we should be all right.
Hey.
Wardy?
I've got the first part of this Fiesta all buttoned up now, so I'll have a video up ASAP. I've still got a couple of days worth of uni assignment to do, so I won't be starting any work on that for the next couple of days. So probably in my next 4, I'll start editing that. So, but yeah, keep an eye out because that's what's coming up next.
Excellent. Good stuff. And there we go. Keep an eye on the Facebook page and forum. We're all linked in the description down below. If you're new to us, come and join our communities over there. My other channels linked down below that we stream on every day. If you're new as well, you can go have a look at that. And all the Hoff Air, there's market for that, isn't it? Hoff Air. And the Off Air Hangout links are all down below as well. You can come and join us in here and just chat and model away with us or play with teeth, depending on what you want to do. Yeah, that's it. There we go. We'll be back next Friday, usual time. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for all these guys for all the hard work they put in as well. And we'll hopefully see you for the week on my live stream, all being well. So enjoy the rest of the night, everyone. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye,
everybody.
everybody.
Bye.
Very important, the circle.
Yeah.
See you guys. Bye-bye.